bro. I don't know what they put in this fucking pollen, but oh my god, bro. I've been dying. Just like this shit loaded gave me an ad. Hey, Yowie. I thought ads were over. I thought it was all done. Oh my gosh, bro. What up, Alfredo? What up, Fixer? What up, Yowie? What up, Rosalie? What up, Bunny? What up, C4? What up, Paradox? What up, Dolly? How are we doing today? Our ads done? Hey, Diana. Oh, nice to see you, Diana. What's up? How am I still feeling after yesterday? I'm not lightheaded anymore, but I was a little bit woozy today. I'm not gonna drink any yerb. I'm not gonna be drinking yerb today, so that way I don't go fucking nuts and crazy with the caffeine. So, but yeah, either my health is gonna take me out, or my internet is gonna take me out. Anyway, I tried catching up before today's stream, but I'm like 2 to 3 VODs behind. Diana, I'm gonna be so honest, you probably shouldn't be watching this stream then, because a lot of things happened and somebody may or may not have died, and I don't want you to get spoiled. So I recommend you to actually just watch the VODs instead of the stream, which is, you know, most streamers, they wouldn't say that, but for your sake and for your own enjoyment, like, I recommend you to just watch the VODs instead. Unless you don't really care all that much, but that's my recommendation, though. Have to miss another stream? It's okay. If I'm being honest with you, you only need to watch the last 2 VODs. The one from yesterday, there's 2 separate VODs from yesterday. That one, and then the one from last week. There's one VOD that's low-key useless as fuck. If I'm being totally honest with you, there's like one VOD that's literally like useless. Hi Nora, what's up? Hey Yowie lover, are you still posting on AirQV VODs? I have to do that every stream, but I low-key be for forgetting. I'm gonna do that like every Tuesday, I think. I'm on the part where he shows his wife the gold bar. Oh, okay. Okay, at that point on, it's important, I think, right? Right, Fixer? From that very point, it's important. I think that's the first main important thing that happens. Because after that, shit goes down the drain. Shit hits the fan, right? Fixer? All of it, not all of it, but that's when like shit gets real. Oh, adding text to edit kills me slowly because you have to get it perfectly for it to look nice. Yeah. But anyways, Diana, I will see you soon though. Hopefully you will catch up in time for the actual live streams, but I do recommend you to watch the VODs instead though. I want you to enjoy the story. Oh my god, I'm drinking so much water right now. See you soon, Diana. I appreciate you. Anyways, we're gonna hop on to our gacha games really quickly. And then we're gonna hop on to Umineko. This might be a short stream, I don't know. This pollen has been killing me. I don't know if anyone else is allergic to pollen, but it makes breathing low-key fucking difficult. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my air purifier on. Yo, Unk, have you been reading any new girl loves? I have not been reading any new girl loves. I have not. But Ritz, I want to say what's up just in case if I didn't say it. Jump scare. Hello. Wait, I low-key missed some stuff. We all want Eric to give Spike with Nitro on Discord? Who's we? The yerb spike? Yeah, the caffeine is a little bit too much sometimes. C4's doing homework? Hell yeah, hopefully the homework is not too bad for you, bro. My seasons have made my body physically shake and tingle due to the pollen. So everybody's getting fucked to pollen. Eric, update on Honkai. Fuck, I actually forgot. And Nora, I was dying yesterday. I was dying. I couldn't help it. I was dying. Read Mononoke manga. You know what I was doing? I was dying watching Evo last night. Oh, the music? Oh, fuck. I low-key forgot the music's fucking loud as shit. Sorry. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry, I forgot. Whoops. Check gotcha stuff real quick. Yeah, dude, I got you, bro. Evo is good this year? Dude, I was watching the Tekken set. The Tekken set is ridiculous. It was awesome. What happened after the 6 deaths yesterday? Nothing actually. I think literally right after that, I think I started feeling pain myself. Yo, she fucking sucks, bro. What is this? She's fucking ass, isn't she? Inez Fujin? That's her name, right? Inez Fujin. She is cool looking, though. I do like her outfit a lot. What's up, Phantom? What's up, my guy? How you been? And now Jessica broke the news to Mario. Really oh, yeah, okay. I do remember that. Jessica is crashing the fuck out, and she told Mario. And we're gonna see Mario's reaction. Did you see the Mononoke Daily? I did not. It got lost in the chat. Say hi. I got you, Yowie. Hi, Yowie. Hold on. Hi. Oh my god. You join in and you just spam channel blinks. Where's this Mononoke chat at? Hold on. It's low-key cooked. Where is it? Can you just copy and... Oh, here it is. Daily Mononoke. Khan most likely has a permanent burn mark from the fire rats in the second movie. Why is he getting fucked by fire rats? Is he in New York City? Been doing alright. Graduation's strong around the corner for real. Hell yeah, dude. I'm fucking proud of you, bro. I'm very proud of you, Phantom. Enjoy graduation, bro, and take hella pictures and videos of yourself, bro. Enjoy life and enjoy this brief moment before you go off to college or trade school or to a gap year. Just enjoy this moment because once you go into the real world, man, it's tough out here. But just enjoy the time that you got right now, Phantom. Also, I have an official remix of a song you and I love. Sure, bro. How many DoorDashes will ExpressVPN will let you have? Probably like 2. Like 2, if I'm being honest. At me in Discord when he gets to Umineko, for real. Oh, wow. And Nord likes Umineko? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We have converted. What about if he gets on Honkai Impact 3rd? I don't know. Maybe. Everyone remember to sanitize your links by removing everything from the question mark and after? What do you mean, sanitize links? What's the lore on that? Dude, I never heard of this song before. What are you talking about? What is this propaganda? Hey, speaking of which, Wuthering Waves is not fucking working. Also, Keiichi, I don't know if I say hi to you, Keiichi. I'm a little bit out of it today. But, I just wanted to say hi to you just in case. Man. I do have some Picari sweat though, so hopefully this will heal me. Are you avoiding everything NT related before your Glaze stream? Yeah. If I'm being honest with you, yeah. I've been low-key debating of just not doing it. Cause I kinda just wanna play Umineko, if I'm being honest. But Eric in his prime would be a freaking loud ass boy. Dude, I'm in my prime. I haven't even hit my prime right now. I'm in my rookie year right now, Dolly. Come on. What do you mean? It's like, oh man, who's like, fuck. I'm like Dembele right now, you know what I'm saying? Barcelona, you know, he was low-key cheeks, but he had some glimpse of brilliance. But once he moved over to PSG, Ballon d'Or winner. Just saying. What is this Reddit link? Also 55 stream streak? Hell yeah, thank you, Ritz. Sanitize your YouTube links. Why is this? What? Checks the database and knows this count on a... Wait, what? Sanitizing? I never knew that this was a thing here. Wait, what? So can people dox you if you send in like links like this then? Is that how I'm understanding it? Well, the data be sold up to Israel. Oh my gosh, dude. Amith. Is Amith good? I mean, she looks like a ripoff of Elysia, if I'm being honest with you, with like mech capabilities, but I like pink-haired characters anyway, so it's cool, it's fine. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pull real quick. Dude, watch me get Inez Fujin. Watch, bro, watch out. Oh man, whatever. When is the Omago clip? Dude, you guys want the Omago clip? Yes or no? I could probably try it right now. That shit is not going nowhere, bro. The Omago clip. Maybe if I was Balm, you know? Your Insta is all clip farms. So? It's all genuine clip farms, though. What do you mean? I forgot to update this in game, so I'll probably just do DK next. Dude, I can't handle another 3 minutes of this. Alright, phase 1, that was fucking awesome, bro. That was sick. Let's go on to Amuth. Alright. Let's go on to Nikkei now. Hopefully there's something for me. Hopefully. Oh, I think the song... I've heard this song. It's just pretty okay. I think I rated this like a 6, 7 out of 10 maybe? Something like that. It's alright, it's not bad. What up, boys? What up? Also, there is so much schmegma on my glasses. Can y'all see that schmegma? Oh my gosh, hold on. Can y'all see that? Like, cum? All the grime and like dirt? No? There's so much shit on it. Hold on. I just realized. How do I live, bro? I'm a grown fucking adult, man. Do y'all wash your assholes? Yes or no? Y'all be scrubbing your fucking assholes, taking a shower? Yes or no? Oh my god, I actually can't see. I'm actually getting blind, bro. Oh my gosh. Stop jerking off on your glasses. Your cum shoot that far? Do you rinse? Rinse what? Rinse my ass? I don't cum on my glasses. What are you guys talking about? What do you mean? Is this good? If you request a resupply, the cycle will increase. Oh, we got a 2 pull. Hold on, wait. Can we pull? Ah, we don't have a 10 pull, not yet. Oh, unless. Oh, we have a 10 pull. Unk looks so different without glasses. Yeah, I look a lot more meaner without glasses, I think. Oh my god! Holy shit! Come on! Missilus! Missilus! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man. Fuck. That would have been crazy. Ha? Fuck. Yeah, no way. Dude, come on. That would have been crazy. I do want a copy of Anus though. Oh, it was a single? Yeah, it was a single. What? Come on. Stop it. Don't do me like that. You dead ass. Alright, let me do a 10 pull though real quick. Cause I think I want Anus, right? Is Anus stronger than the Neon? Yes or no? I think Anus is the one I want a copy of. Yeah? Is that correct? Is that the correct assessment here? Probably, right? I don't know. Neon is stronger? Dude, I don't know. Who am I supposed to get a copy of? Anus is triple S in all categories. Alright. Dude, fuck it, bro. Four S's? Watch this be gold, bro. Watch, bro. Watch out. Oh, man. Fake out. Oh, fake out! Oh my god, no way! Holy shit, fake out! Holy shit!
Pleasure.
Holy fuck! Come on!
Nicely done. Quick.
Come on! Ow!
I am Sakura, head of Sentai.
Who the fuck is
If
this?
you are willing to accept the assistance,
Who the
of
fuck is this?
I will gladly give it.
Armament.
Who?
At the
Sakura?
end of the day,
Is she good?
organizations are made up of humans who should be
Is she
treated
good?
with dignity.
Is she good? Can she be used in my team? I like her outfit though. She's kind of cool.
What do you want from
Oh my fucking god.
What do you want from me this time? If you want the support of the organization, you'll need to. If you want the support of the organization,
Hey senpai. Finchaf senpai. Is she good? Can I use her? Or no? Or is she like high-key useless? Wait! Oh my gosh, bro. I thought that was it, man. She's not great, but she's great character-wise, bruh. Dude, fuck her, man. I don't want her. Dude, I have the worst SSRs, bro. Velvet, Dala, Freema, Miranda, Bunny Girl, K, Polly, EH, Arya, Guillotine, this fucking Lolly, Noise, and Velvet, bro. Like, this is horrible, man. I should have re-rolled my account, I think. I probably should have, like, re-rolled. Yeah, Neon and Anus. Yeah, but that's it, though. It's not good enough. And a Bestie. Bestie's pretty good too, though. Rerolling will do shit early game. Oh, okay. So is rerolling not meta in a Nikkei? What do you stream streak? Thank you, senpai. EH, Bunny Girl, Milk, Neon, Anus, and Bestie are all really good. Dude, I don't think EH is good, bro. I don't like her character, in my opinion. I think her character low-key sucks. Is that a hot take? Is that a hot take? Maybe I should be making tier guides right now. Nikkei tier list. Power tier list. Alright, let's go on to Honkai Star Rail. You'll eventually just get everybody in the end? Is that how that works? Am I pretty much guaranteed, like everybody, if I just play the damn game? You're getting burned at the stake. But I'm not a witch, though. What do you mean? You mean who can produce the most breast milk tier list? That would be probably Kamano from ZZZ, if I'm being honest with you. Alright, we are gonna see if we can reach the 2-hour mark without dying on Umineko here, so. Oh, I almost forgot to turn on my air purifier. Hold on, dude. I'm like fucking dying still. Oh my gosh, bro. So much thick pollen. How long has it been since Eric not played the story? What do you mean? Of Honkai Star Rail? Dude, I just played the story today. Or yesterday, or 2 days ago, I mean, fuck. Maybe it was 3 days ago, actually. Oh, I already did my dailies already. Alright, tough, bro. Tough. Alright, well, that's it. We're gonna reset stream if it crashes, right? Probably. Probably not. Probably not. Hey, Orphine, dude, I just got 2 SSRs on Nikkei. One from a single pull and one from a 10 pull. His eyes open when he started playing Umi in Nikkei. My eyes? Yeah, a little bit, I guess. Alright, let me load up Epic Games here. I don't think there's any other games that I log on to, right? Arknet's Infield? Nah. I'm not doing that shit. Honkai Impact 3rd? Nah, I ain't doing that shit right now. Sorry. Alright, anyways. Dude, my hair is like low-key greasy right now. Like, look. Like, I look like a Ponyo. Whatever. I'm loading up Epic Games right now. I'm on Epic Games. Loading up Umineko. Star Savior? Dude, Star Savior, man. It hurts me so bad about Star Savior because I really liked the game a lot when it first came out. NTE is the best gacha game of all time. Dude, horrible rage bait. Save that for the fucking stream. Alright, let's see. Look, I can like do my hair like this. Look. Do I look like the Nintendo director if I do it like this? Is that W Mog or no? W Mog or no? Have you watched Space Jam with Michael Jordan? I have. It's pretty good. I've never seen the one with LeBron James though. Your forehead is pretty squared. You think? I can see the reflection on your forehead. Alright, bro. This is why I keep it messy like this, bro. I don't fucking know. I found a meme song on my YouTube feed. Thank you, Fixer, for the ad. Oh yeah, Nora, we were on Honkai Impact 3rd for like 2 seconds. Wink. What is this? Marvelous Space Jam. What is this? Is that Charlie Kirk? Hey, hold on. Watch out, man. Watch out. Is that Charlie Kirk? Who is that? That's MJ. What is this song? Is this like a mashup or something? It sounds pretty good, I think. The vocals are a little bit too low though, in my opinion, but it's cool, it's fine. Alright, anyways. Let's load up. We're still on episode 1, man. That's ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous. I don't even know what happened to my YouTube feed. You should see my IG Reels feed. Dude, my IG Reels feed is ridiculous, bro. Hold on. Am I logged on to IG on my Instagram on Google Chrome? Hold on. We could do a very, very quick doom scroll here. Oh my gosh. This could work here. This could work. Oh, it could work. It does work.
Oh, this game is asking me the real
Okay.
questions. What the fuck?
Okay, this is that game that a C4 played.
살 좀 쪘냐?
What happened?
염색을 했나?
What happened last
아니면
night?
좀 힘들었나?
Cool ass nigga. Jiving shut, jiving motherfucker. Fucking monkey.
What up, Delts? How you been?
I ain't no Shut up,
That's a good reel.
Mr. Motherfucker.
That's a good reel.
Unemployed? Yes, I am unemployed. Of course I don't have a job. So what?
My chihuahua broke one of his
I'm unemployed
hind
because
legs.
I don't
Oh,
want a
I'm
nine
so
to
sorry to hear that. That
employee
fucking
life.
sucks.
I'm
So sorry to hear
unemployed
that.
because I don't want a
Thanks.
corporate slave life. I'm unemployed because my dreams and goals are bigger than just being an employee.
Nah,
So what?
true, bro.
That's not even true. That's not even true.
The reels finally worked. Yeah, they do.
Right.
You guys want to see my likes?
This guy is like so mean.
That's good. Yeah? This is what I see every day. That's the bunch. Yo, Umineko's popping up right now, bro. Just show what you archived or stored. Oh, nah. No. I can't. Not today. Not today. Oh, ZZZ pop up in LA. I love this guy. This guy is so awesome. Get him, Monk! Get him! Get him, Monk! Some sussy reels? Oh, it's more so porn, but yeah. This is like wholesome stuff.
This is day 3.
I'm not gonna be in the Rakai shop.
Rakai? Nah, no thanks.
So I took out 2 loans to get.
W employment. What is this? This is ridiculous. Oh, hold on! Done scrolling? Yeah, dude, I know. Anyways. Which save file was it? Was it this one, I think? AI, bro? He's waiting to reach the 2-hour mark to end stream. Those reels are so bad, I'm sorry. What do you mean that they're so bad? What do you mean? What do you mean? Hold on. Let's recap here. So... Okay. So right now, Maria is gonna tell... No, Jessica's gonna tell Maria about how everybody's dead. Hell yeah, Umineko background noise, hell yeah. Did someone die? Wait, how does she know this? Wait, what? Wait, that's really odd, bro. Mario had finally realized that something was odd in the parlor. Or rather than noticing something was odd, it was probably better to say that she felt unhappy and neglected since everyone was getting so excited about something only that she didn't know. She said, did someone die? That's so weird, I feel like. That's so damn weird. Because a child wouldn't ask that right off the bat. I'm putting that into Sussy Baka behavior, bro. She's built different, you think? Hold on, bro. Sussy Baka, bro. Let's see. I'm gonna say, oh, dude, fuck. At some point, I need to reorganize my notes here. At some point. Why is her first thing? That's what I'm saying, bro. Is someone dead, bro? Like, that's so odd. I'm gonna ask... I'm gonna put into general notes for now. Maria is acting strange. When she senses something was up when the family came back from the murder scene, she asks, did somebody die? No normal 9-year-old would be asking that ASAP. I don't know, man. I don't know. The way she spoke was completely calm. Just as though she was talking about characters in a TV drama, as though it didn't affect her at all. Hey, speaking of which, if you see Umineko TikToks, you should like it. You don't have to repost it, but at least like it. Maybe comment, I don't know. Because I've been noticing that on my TikTok, it takes about a month or two for it to get traction. So, just putting that out there. Anyways. Jessica probably didn't like that. You need media talk hashtag? Dude, that fucking hashtag sucks, bro. As though trying to say can you tell just by looking at me overwhelmed with grief? She flared up against Maria. Damn, she flared up. I was like 4 minutes early to your recent TikTok. Hell yeah. Honora, that Yuri TikTok, it was at like what, 2,000 views? And then right now, it's at I think 150k views right now. Overnight. That took like 2 months for it to pop off. It's very weird, very weird. I don't know how TikTok algo works, but it's very odd though. I'm gonna assume that it's gonna be like that with the rest of my stuff for now, so yeah. Anyways. Damn, bro, she don't give a fuck, man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh shit, even your mother too. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Now what? Now what? Yep. Nah, she's weird, man. She's freaking me out. But stay strong. She's gonna ooh, bro. What? Huh? 6 people?
あんな残酷なことしやがって。踊ってもんがあるだろうがよ。人間ならよ。誰だか知らねえが、犯人は人間じゃねえぜ。血の色が赤いわけがね
え。No! What?
犯人は人間じゃない。
Whoa! Alright, time out! Whoa, alright, time out! Alright, fuck. Holy shit, bro. Alright, bro. Alrighty. Okay. Alright. Mario's... I'm gonna say Mario's split personality, maybe? Mario's split personality? Here, I'm gonna say Mario's strange actions. I'm gonna say Mario's strange actions for now. Oh my god, hold on. Sneeze? Okay, I just blue balled the fucking sneeze. Okay, interesting. Anyways, when Jessica broke the news to Maria, she was acting very nonchalant about it all. Jessica cried out that the murderer, excuse me, couldn't be human. And Maria, in a different tone, confirmed that the killer wasn't human. Alright. It could be Beatrice.
鍵が選んだ生贄なだけ。
Just the chosen by the...
Huh?
What? Just the chosen by the key.
おい、マリア、今、なんて言った
Mar had just said something. But since the words were so remotely separated from the flow and context of the conversation for a second, I couldn't understand them. As I was about to ask her to repeat it, I was shocked by the sudden sound of Aunt Natsui's loud voice coming from the entrance to the parlor. I'm going to assume... Hold on. I'm going to assume that the blanks is this. Just the 6 chosen by the key? Is that what she means? I'm going to assume that. Because literally in the epitaph, it's that word for word. See? The 6 chosen by the key. I'm gonna make that guess here. That she was trying to say, so. I was about to ask her to repeat it. I was shocked by the sudden sound of Aunt Natsui's loud voice coming from the entrance to the parlor. I already read that. It looked like Aunt Natsui and Auntie Ava had returned from the trip to grandfather. To see grandfather. I mean, fuck.
無線でも連絡できない？
Nope.
こんな時に使えなくて、何のための防災無線ですか？
That is true. That is true, Natsui. You make a great point.
保守点検はさせているはずなのですが。
ほら、光をチカチカさせるみたいな船舶信号ってあるじゃない？
Boat signaling devices?
そういうので向こうの島に連絡することはできないのかしら？
The next island. There's another island? Oh, yeah.
そのような設備はございません。
What about the boat modder guy?
申し訳ございません。
Just then, Kumasawa came pushing a serving cart loaded with breakfast. Since there was no way we would be able to eat in the dining hall, Hideyoshi had ordered her to bring it to the parlor.
なぜ朝食をこちらに？
Bloodblade the Slayer?
ああ、夏井さん、それは後で話す。
Is that a Doom reference?
それよりエヴァ、お父さんはどうなんや？
Terraria? Hey, Ghoulish, what's up? How you been? You at work today? Hopefully not. Hopefully. I'm hoping that you're having a good day off today. Because it's a nice chill Sunday, you feel. But, welcome, Ghoulish. Hope you're feeling better, though.
ご一緒でないところを見ると、
このような事態になっても部屋から出ませんか。
She's probably acting really weird.
いないわ。
Kinzo is gone.
部屋は空っぽだったのよ。
Oh shit. Oh shit. What the fuck? He's grayed out right now? Disappeared from a study unnoticed. Kinzo's study has everything from a bed to a bathtub, so it is extremely rare for him to go outside. However, he does sometimes go out for a walk on a whim without telling anybody, which on several occasions has led to a huge uproar throughout the house. He usually comes back as soon as he gets hungry. Usually. Nani? Hold on, let me write this down here. I'm gonna write down the disappearance of Kinzo. The disappearance. Oh fuck, that's just 2 P's. Disappearance of Kinzo. Shiromiya. Niche reference. When Ava went to go check on her, oh my gosh, on her father, he was nowhere to be found. I'm gonna put a heading for character profile. Character profile update. Dude, I can't type for shit no more, dude. I lost dexterity in my fingers. Maybe I just need to finger something. You feel? Disappeared from a study unnoticed. I'm gonna just say disappeared from a study unnoticed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That sounds so off, my fault. He has everything in his room, so it's rare for him to go outside. He has everything in his room, so he rarely... Oh my god. You got off? The kid I saw scratch my face, but it's okay. I know she didn't mean it. Aw. Well, was it like a good kitty? Hopefully. Hey Pedro, what's up? How you been? We're on Umineko right now. We just found out that Kinzo is missing. He does go outside on a whim. He sometimes does go outside on a whim. Several times. Has caused chaos in the family. He does come back when he's hungry. I'm gonna write in bold. Usually. He just like me. What, being a fucking old geezer that just stays in his room all day, moping about his one favorite eater that left him? Yeah, I get it. I told you not to finger that part last... Okay. Anyways. Whoa, new OST! The Witch of the Painting. Is this Halo? I'm feeling the aura right now.
こんな時にどこ行ったんや。
親方様が書斎を出られたというのですか。
Yes.
そうです。私も驚いています。
Oh shit.
いつの間に部屋を出たのやら。あなたたちに心当たりはないのですか？
Yo, this OST is crazy. Hold on, I'm actually getting chills right now. I'm low-key getting chills. Natsui looked at Genji and Kanon as she said this. 60 stream streak, thanks so much, Ghoulish. Wow. Happy 60 stream streak, 6-7 and 6-9 will be soon, and then 100. Man, I remember when you said that your goal was 6-7 and 69. Look at you, you're almost there. She probably thought that the servants permitted the one-winged eagle, who served directly under him, would know of a place he might go to. However, it seemed to be the other way around. Their faces made it clear that those who knew Kenzo best realized even more than everyone else it was how impossible it was for him to leave his room. Wait. Their faces made it clear that those who knew Kenzo best realized even more than everyone else how impossible it was for him to leave his room. They're not trying to insinuate that maybe Kenzo killed them, right? I don't know. Are they trying to frame this as like Kenzo is the killer? I don't know here.
ご存知の通り、親方様はあの書斎の中にお休みの場所からご不浄まで全てを設けさせました。
Wouldn't be surprised if it was Kenzo, but there's no motive though. Actually, no, there is a slight motive though on trying to revive Beatrice and stuff, but I don't know. I take my stream streaks very seriously. Me and Ritz have a 320. Oh my gosh! Hell yeah! I did not realize that there was a streak on TikTok like that. It's just like Snapchat.
親方様があの部屋をお出になることなどよっぽどのことがない
Except under very exceptional circumstances. What is this about? I don't think he'd do all that to the bodies now. I don't think so. Also, reminder, someone has probably gooned to Unk before. Now that I'm on Instagram, yeah, Dolly, 100%. Which is kind of a weird thought, but I don't want to think about that too much. Kenzo, this old high on drinking fuck, killed those 6 people in sleep at night using black magic and tearing their faces off? Nah, bro, because think about it. I think right now the author is trying to like insinuate Kenzo could be the killer because Kenzo, remember, he was into black magic. Maria also had a weird particular liking to black magic also. I do remember that. So what if Kenzo chose Maria as the key? I don't fucking know. Hold on.
となると、なんや。
My friend pulled up a clip on Instagram of you once and looked me dead in the eye and said, "Hear me out." That's so fucked up, dude. I'm like, hear me out? That means I'm chopped. What do you mean, hear me out? I'm cooked. Was it when I had FNAF hair? Oh my days, man. Whatever. It's fine, it's okay. Is it natural to think that one of those very exceptional circumstances came up? What is this exceptional circumstances?
とにかく気まぐれな方ですから。現状をご存知なく、お一人で散歩をされている可能性もあります。
Oh, it was a bad bunny persona? Dude, that fuck, dude. I thought I was... Thanks, Ghoulish. Thanks. I will carry that with me to the grave, probably. But not fair, it's just you with your hand in your hair. I'm sorry, no, I'm just joking. I'm just joshing it. I'm joking, Ghoulish. It's okay. Well, Mario used Kenzo as a key and sacrificed those 6 people. Damn, yeah, could be. That means, if that's true, then this story really does got some fucking magic. Which could lead into our next visual novel, Witch on the Holy Night.
仮にそうだとしたら、一刻も早く現状をお知らせして、ご指示を仰がねばなりません。
So y'all gotta find him then.
そうね。考えたくはないけど、お父様の身に何かあったのかもしれないしね。
Let me write down that Genji said. I'm gonna say, Genji said that Kenzo does not leave the room unless it's an exceptional circumstance. Interesting. I don't want to think about it, but it's possible that something has happened to him, isn't it?
そのような不吉なことは考えたくもありません。
Natsuhi, man. That's my girl, bro. No one had seen Kenzo since the 6 horrible corpses had been found. On top of that, the phones were broken. The radio wouldn't reach anyone. And there was no way to contact the police. It looked like the typhoon would leave tomorrow and a boat would come. But until then, no one could rely on anyone outside the island, nor could they escape the island. Everyone had lost their composure at the extremely sudden tragedy. A heavy silence and a sense of impatience. Even though they needed to do something, they couldn't think of anything. Some of them became irritated, while others merely held their heads in their hands. But not one of them could explain what was occurring on this island of Rokunijima. Mars next Kenzo, bruh. I mean, that could be interesting. After that, we sat in the parlor and wordlessly chewed through the breakfast that Kumasawa-san had made. Of course, this was right after something like that had happened. No one had any appetite. However, we realized that not eating would weaken our bodies. It would also be rude to Kumasawa-san, who had also made the breakfast. Speaking of which, give me a second. I just realized something. Hold on, fuck. Forgot the oven was on. Nah, I've been drinking these yogurts, these little probiotic yogurts for my gut health, because I don't know, I've been trying to eat a little bit healthier, so I'm gonna sip on this yogurt. It's not Yakult. It's called Will. It's called Will. I don't know, but oh well. Kumasawa-san had taken the tasteful Western vegetables, ones that Goda-san had probably special ordered for the purpose of some extravagantly fancy dish, and cooked them in a Japanese style. Ooh, that sounds really nice! Making them turn an unpleasant color? Oh, fuck, man. So she's not good? As to what Goda had been planning to cook with those ingredients. Right then, I couldn't even imagine it. If I did think about it, I would be reminded of the way Goda-san had died, and the inside of my mouth would be filled with a sour taste. For the time being, everyone pretended to eat, but there is no hope of anyone making any headway into the meal. Then everyone was brought up to speed on the current situation. First off, that Uncle Kraus, my dad, Kirie-san, Auntie Rosa, Goda-san, and Shannon-chan have been found in the Rose Garden storehouse as cruelly mutilated corpses, and that despite that we were unable to use phones or radios and so couldn't contact the police. So until the typhoon passed, there was nothing we could do. Furthermore, grandfather, who we had hoped might be able to show a little leadership in this kind of situation, had disappeared at some point. Goda-san hadn't made breakfast, so grandfather's stomach must have been empty. And if he had just been taking a casual walk, by now he should have been stomping back to whine about how hungry he was. Yet he hadn't appeared. There was more than a small chance that he had become caught up in the earlier crime. Aunt Natsuo and Auntie Eva had said that on the return trip from going to see Kenzo, they had called out to him on every floor looking for him, but were not able to find him. You think about the timing of it all, it would probably be best to think that he had been caught up in the crime. That's fucking scary. If the culprit had taken the trouble to move the bodies of Dad and the rest, who we figured had been killed in the dining hall, all the way to the storehouse, then maybe they had already killed grandfather, moved his body to some strange location and we had simply not found it yet. No one actually said it, but this theory seemed extremely convincing.
私たちはお屋敷の戸締まりを確認してきます。お父様も念入りに探さなければなりません。子供たちはこの部屋を出ないように。エヴァさんと秀吉さんは申し訳ありませんが、ここで子供たちと一緒にいてください。
I don't know, is splitting up like this like really that smart? Like you have like a fucking rabid serial killer on the loose right now, and you're gonna go just check if the windows and doors are locked by yourself? I don't know, man. I don't know.
南條先生もお願いいたします。
Should we mark it down where Battler theorized that Kinzo might be dead? I mean... I don't... no. I don't think this is important. Because we were already thinking the same thing anyway. I feel like it would be a little bit redundant. Aunt Natsu led the servants Genji-san, Kumasawa-san, and Kanen-kun out of the parlor. All that was left was Auntie Ava, Uncle Hideyoshi, Dr. Nanjo, and the 4 of us children for a total of 7 people.
Nah,
I don't remember. Mari didn't crash out? No, she didn't freak out. Which is weird because when she first woke up, she was begging to see her mother. And then when she found out her mother died, she's like, oh. I don't know. Something's weird, bro. Uncle Hideyoshi tried to stir up this gloomy atmosphere, acting cheerfully. See? Like, come on! That's so weird!
Oh, そうか。マリアちゃんはテレビ見るか。じゃ、おじさんと一緒に見ような。
Mari was the only one who played along. Even though Mari had been told of her mother's death, she didn't show the slightest flicker in her emotions. Was 9 really this young in age? No one else was feeling the slightest bit like joining in, and they each sank into their sofas and let their minds go blank.
兄貴、聞いていいか？なんだい？さっき倉庫で兄貴はシャノンちゃんの指輪の話をしたよな。
Dude, I don't want to talk about this, man.
あれ、送ったのは兄貴か？
George Aniki didn't answer, but he hung his head and closed both of his eyes. There could be no clear response. We are talking about it.
だな。悪いことを聞いたぜ。そうさ。僕だよ。
Dude, facts, bro.
彼女に昨べ求婚したんだ。
Whatever,
その時、指輪を渡した。
Oh, we had to talk about it at some point, dude. I would rather just not. Like, I would just rather just. I don't know. Whatever.
明日になったら、それを好きな指にはめて返事としてくれって。気ざったらしいことを言ってね。
And that ring had been on the ring finger of Shannon Chen's left hand. Sure. Sure, I guess.
数年前からシャドウに相談を受けてたぜ。
What?
ジョージ兄さんのことでさ。
What?
なんて言ってたのかな。
シャノンは嘘をつくのが下手だったからよ。ジョージ兄さんのことを言ってるのはすぐにバレバレでさ。自分は使用人の身分だけど親しくしてもいいのだろうかとか。
Several years? If she's 16 now, and you're saying several years? Shannon's a freak too? I don't think so. I don't think that she's a freak, but hey man, Japan, bro, y'all. Japan, bro. 2 nukes was not enough.
男の人の好きそうなものは何かとか いう服を着たら喜ぶかとか。
Should I write this down? I feel like I should be writing some of this down here. Alright, let's see. Oh. Relationship. Alright. Oh, I forgot. I'm feeling bad about George and also getting a mindfuck about the relationship, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's kind of odd, bro. It's just weird, man. It's just weird, bro. Anyways, Jessica and Shannon have been talking about George for several years. Keep in mind, Shannon was 16. Excuse me, when she died. Oh my god, excuse me. Shannon would ask Jessica what boys would like in terms of clothing and hobbies. Sure, that's probably the easiest.
そんなことをいろいろとさ。なんつうのか。その。
Jealous as in like she liked somebody?
それが婚約指輪を渡されて。
Jealous in what way? I'm going to assume as in like liking somebody because Jessica is kind of like a tomboy, and I feel like she would scare a lot of dudes off because she's very like tomboyish. You feel? But deep down inside, she's just a girly girl. All that, and right after she's handed the engagement ring.
そこでおしまいかよ。
Yeah, it's just all over.
価値観は人それぞれだけどよ。男から求婚されるってのは
I would.
ある意味人生の到達点なんだと思うんだよ。
See, the high point of the girl's life, see?
だからきっと昨夜のシャノンは心の底から、いや生まれてから今までの中で一番幸せだったと思うぜ。
I gotta shake my head at this. Visibly shake my head. George Aniki, without raising his head, sighed deeply. Or maybe tears had risen to his eyes.
シャノンは夕べゲストハウスの当番だったらしいんだ。
Y'all fucking hear that? The fuck was that? You hear that loud bang? Gotta keep the rent low, I guess. Seems that Shannon was on duty in the guest house last night.
でもシャノンは僕と一緒にゲストハウスに帰るのを恥ずかしがってお屋敷に行ってしまった。
She went over to the mansion, see?
シャノンの気持ちを察しろよ。
It's not my ass clapping. It's raining, there's lightning near my house, and it just got shook violently a bit ago. Oh shit. Well, it's like sunshine and rainbows outside right now.
婚約指輪をもらえばどんなに予告されてたって普通は舞い上がっちまって。
Bro, if she just would've went back with George, bro, she would've been fine.
気恥ずかしくて仕方なかったんだろうよ。
それでシャノンは当番でないはずのお屋敷へ行き事件に巻き込まれてしまった。僕があの日あの場所で指輪なんか渡さなければ
In the gazebo, yeah, I know.
さよは事件に巻き込まれなかったんだ。
My guy is just a loser.
兄貴、それだけは違うぜ。断じて違う。だから れ以上泣くんじゃね
He's not even my guys. Okay. Okay.
バトラ君
Agate's bangs? Oh, you're making agate? In Tomodachi life? Uh-oh, Ava. Ava's
そ
locked
っ
in
と
and
してあげなさい
leave him be. After those words from Auntie Ava, I stopped talking to him. Crazy how they ain't dissing for marrying the 16-year-old. I mean, it was 1986. Maybe it was different laws back then. Yeah, maybe it was like different laws back then. I'm gonna assume. You know, 1986, I feel different times. Like nowadays, like you would get fucking crucified for that shit. But I feel like back then you should have been crucified also. But you know, it's just different times. Misplaced words of comfort might actually hurt him. Jessica sat down next to Aniki and quietly put an arm around him. Maybe only Jessica, who had known about Aniki and Shannon's love since the beginning, and who had been discussing their relationship with Shannon, could confront Aniki now. Went over to Auntie Ava and sat down on the opposite
バトラ
sofa.
君は強いわねもうだいぶしっかりしているように見えるわよ
まあそのほら愛の深さが傷の深さじゃないですか
He's cooking! The depth of love becomes the depth of the wound! Cooking!
俺は別にあんなクソ親父同志の方が知ったことじゃないしキリエさんは気の毒ですがまあ本当の親ってわけじゃないですしね
Oh, I kind of see what he's trying to say.
あらという割にはさっきすっごく大泣きしてたわよ
Yeah. Well, I think any normal person would just cry there.
まあ育ての親に対する恩はあのくらい泣けば OK かと思いまして
そのあたりの切り替えの速さやドライなあたりは本当にルドルフ譲りね
I think Brun crying is valid. Yeah, I think it's totally normal for him to be crying. Like, you saw your fucking parents murdered, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, it's normal.
あの子は昔から激しく喜んだり悲しんだり怒ったりしたけれどすぐにケロリと平静を取り戻したわ
そんなことはないっすよ俺だってまだまだ心のショックから立ち直れちゃいませんただ俺がみんなと違うのはそれによってどういう感情が生み出されるかってことだと思います
The emotions that rose up in me were different from everybody else's? I feel like I'm gonna write... I feel like that's important though. Battler's reaction? That might be important, right? See, Alfredo, I appreciate you, my guy. Enjoy yourself and stay safe. I think that might be important, bro. Battler's reaction. I'll be back hopefully for the rest. Hopefully. Main character syndrome? I don't think it's that because he never really had like a main... He wasn't really close with his dad. And he wasn't really close with his stepmom either. Because from what we kind of gathered and know about Battler, like he really was close with his mom and his mom's side. The depth of the love becomes the depth of the wounds, so I'm going to assume Battler, because Battler doesn't have a strong relationship with Rudolph and Kyrie, he feels differently. He feels differently about the debts as opposed to the other characters. He said that he doesn't want to get back to his family because he was forced to. Yeah, he was forced to come back to this family because his other family, they all died. That's what I remember at least. The emotions that rose up in me were different.
どういうこと?
Suspicion! I was acting much calmer than George, Anki, and Jessica were. That wasn't because my sadness was less intense and had already sprung back to normal. It was because my sadness had been gradually replaced by a different emotion. Oh shit, hold on. Wait, hold on. Let's take it step by step here. The emotion that arised... I'm gonna say the emotion that arised... Oh fuck. Arised Battler were different. He still felt the same level of sadness and shock as everyone else, but it got quickly replaced by something else. Wait, what? It's supposed? Oh, arise.
悲しいっていうよりは腹立たしいって気持ちなんすよ。
It's more like I'm irritated. What? Well, hold on. It gradually got replaced by something else. He said his sadness shifted into being irritated.
どこのドイツがこんなことをしやがったのか。
So is this element like a part of like his Phoenix Wright detective skills maybe?
よこっつらに一発お見舞いしてやらないことに腹の虫が収まらねんです。
Oh shit, bro. That was what I really wanted to do, find out and beat the fuck out of him. It was like I couldn't allow myself to just sit here, overwhelmed with sadness and hugging my
親
knees.
父たちが殺されて以降、この島は台風に包まれたままです。
Unless anyone dead, I'm gonna hop on. Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. W lurk. Ding ding ding.
つまりこれだけの上等を決めてくれやがった野郎はまだこの島の中にいるってことです。
I see.
そういうことになるわね。今も暗い森のどこかに身を潜めているのかしら。
It could be. Actual mystery time now. I feel like I've had a very similar conversation with Kitty-san the night before. Oh, remember the conversation? We did write that down. Hold on. Oh my god. Here we go. Wait, no. Where did I write it? Updated blood, character alibis, Battler's reaction. Is it in a different category? Oh my god. It was day one? Oh wait, you might be right. It was day one. I don't remember where I put it in though. I'm gonna have to... I'm gonna have to reorganize this because finding some of this stuff is a little bit difficult. I don't remember where I put it, but I wrote down that conversation though. 100%. George needs to die. No. Character info. Oh, was it the theory section? Unless it might have been the theory section. But the whole point, anyways, the whole point was that Kiryu-san was suspecting that it was someone in the family. They were theorizing on whether if there was really another person or not. But I think that she was leaning towards that someone in the family actually did it. That's right, after the letter from the person who claimed to be Beatrice appeared at the dinner table last night, we had talked about whether or not a 19th person actually exists.
エヴァおばさん、この殺人、昨夜のベアトリーチェの手紙と何か関連があるんでしょうかね。
100%。
ああ、例の？さあ、どうかしらね。あの手紙は お父様が遺産問題に絡みたくて出した怪文書という見方で兄弟は一致したんだけれども、それと今朝の事件に関係があるかは今の段階では分かりかねるわね。
They gotta be related.
あの手紙、本当にベアトリーチェなんて魔女がマリアに渡したんすかね。
Was that letter really given to Mario by some witch called Beatrice? Well, I don't really know. Cause there's this whole theme about black magic, like are they really gonna be using black magic? Cause if the thought of black magic is really real, then maybe Beatrice is real. Not Israel, but Israel. But if that stuff isn't real, then it has to be someone in this family then. But who would it be though?
まさか全部お父様の仕組んだ茶番でしょ。
It was a farce devised by father,
シャ
wasn't
ノ
it?
ンちゃんあたりに肖像画のドレスを着させ
But
て
there's no
マリア
evidence
ちゃん
though.
を騙
There's
した
no
んでしょ。
proof.
お父様らしい手の込みすぎたいたずらだと思うけど。
ゆうべキリエさんとベアトリーチェは実在するんだろうかって話をしたんですけど。
We can take on 6 people in a fight? Me. This guy can. I talked with Kiria-san about whether Beatrice actually exists.
キリエさんも俺たち18人の中にベアトリーチェがいるだろうと言ってましたね。
そんなの当然じゃない。
Is she gonna say it's
こ
Kenzo?
の島には私たちしかいないのよ。
But how do you know
なら
that?
私たちの中の誰かがベアトリーチェを語ったに決まってるじゃない。
この島には俺たち以外はいないっすか。
当然でしょ。私たち以外の誰がここにいるっていうの？
Who else could be here?
この島には私たちしかいない。
But this island is so big and vast though.
18
You never
人
know.
しかいない。ならベアトリーチェを語るのも18人の中の誰かしかいないじゃ
If
ない。
it looks like the most like Beatrice, I guess that she can kind of pull it off because of those bangs. Kiria's son had denied that there's a 19th person by flipping over the chessboard. Even though Auntie Ava had constructed an argument that complicated, her opinion at least was the same. Except if that is the case, our situation starts to look very ugly. At the time of Beatrice's letter, we were able to dismiss the matter as just someone's prank. However, if we deny the existence of a 19th person at this point, matters are not so jovial. In other words,
19人目がいないなら親父たちを殺した犯人も18人の中にいるってことになっちまうじゃないですか。
Early 18. Fuck. What up, Anna? It's okay. I hope that it was fun and easy for you.
つまり今この屋敷にいる誰かが殺したってことになる。
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, she Ava smiled meaningfully. Well, if we look at the characters here, who would be strong enough to do that? Genji? He's strong enough to do that, but he was in the guest house though. Definitely not Anjo. Kanon? No, he was also in the guest house. I mean, maybe Kenzo. Kenzo could be killing them, I don't know. Was George in the... No, George went back to the guest house ASAP, right? Because he went back to the guest house and then they were playing Uno. Or some shit, right? Hideyoshi? I don't know, man. It looked like Auntie thought that this conclusion should have been obvious from the very beginning.
犯人は倉庫の中に6人の遺体を運び込んだわ。でもよく倉庫の中に運び込めたわよね。あのシャッターは常に閉められていて施錠されていたそうよ。
Well, the only people that was able to access that were the servants. Or, well, it was in the servant room. I guess anybody could like get that, but...
つまり倉庫内に運び込むにはシャッターの施錠を開ける必要があった。わかる？
たまたまその日シャッターが開けっぱなしになってた可能性は。
Was anyone using... Was there a piece of dialogue that someone had went to the storehouse when we first visited the The Rose Garden? I feel like someone went to the storehouse that day when it was super bright.
使用人たちは常に閉めていると言ってたわ。
Maybe I'm just gaslighting myself right now.
つまり鍵を使用人室から持ち出さなくては倉庫は絶対に開けられない。
Unless they brought the keys out of the servant room, they definitely couldn't have opened the storehouse.
鍵は使用人室の一つしかないんすかね。
Yeah, there's only one.
源氏さんはそうだと言ってるわ。ということは犯人はそのたった一つの倉庫の鍵のありかを知っていて持ち出した。さっきカノン君が使用人室に鍵を戻すところを見たわ。
Well, yeah.
壁にびっしりと鍵がかけられていて、とても素人にはどこに何がかけてあるのかわ
There's
から
not
な
a
い。
stiff shock.
犯人はその中から倉庫の鍵を見事選び出したね。
The culprit was able to... Who would have this knowledge, though? Is Genji the man? You think Genji would be able to do this? Maybe Kinzo's the key? And then he killed them all? I don't think so. Nanjo? I don't think Nanjo would kill somebody, man. Just look at Nanjo, bro. You look safe. This whole time, I thought Goto would be the one to kill people, but nah, he got slimed out ASAP. He's always playing chess. Only evil people do that? I thought only evil people play shogi.
しかも札も何もついていない鍵を手にしてバラ庭園裏にある倉庫の鍵だと理解した。
Okay, the key didn't have a tag or anything sticking to it. They knew it was a key. Okay, hold on. Let's... I'm gonna write down, fuck, bro. How do I write this down here?
ついでに
Because I feel like that this piece of information is actually really important here. Let me go back to this. I think I'm gonna just make a separate category called the storehouse key. For now. I think that will be probably be the easiest. Here, let's go into here. The storehouse key. Information from Ava. I'm gonna say there's no tags on it. Wait, hold on. There's only one key, and it's in the servant room. There's only one key, and in the servant room. In the servant room, there are a bunch of keys hanging around. And the store... wait, fuck. Storehouse key doesn't have any sort of ID or tag on it. And then I'm gonna write, therefore, someone needed the intel on that. Someone deep in the intel on that. Alright. Only one key. Culprit knew where that single key was. Candy can return the key to the server room. The wall was packed with keys. I don't think that novice would know where and what to do. The culprit was able to set the keys to the stairhouse out of all of those. He didn't have a tag or anything. So they knew it was the key to the storehouse behind the Rose Garden. They also knew where the storehouse was. Okay. Therefore, someone deep in had the intel on that exact key and and storehouse location. Sensational.
もっとはっきり断言するわ。犯人は使用人室の内部にも熟知している。
Yeah, the culprit knew the inside of the servant room well. They knew the servant very well. If the bodies had been thrown somewhere in the bushes of the rose garden, no explanation would have been necessary. However, the one key to the storehouse was in the servant room, and stored with a large group of other keys, such that a novice would not be able to tell them apart. That meant that the culprit was someone who was used to going in and out of the servant room, and knew well where the key was. The family didn't normally go into the servant room, which meant that... It's a servant? Which means that one of the servants is the culprit? I feel like that's... Do I believe this?
悪いけど、それ以上はおばさんも言えないわよ。でも、一つだけ教えられることが。
Oh? One thing? What is it?
なんすか？
犯人たちは複数で、そして十分な武装をしていたと考えられる。
You properly say that they were culprits in the plural. Ava thinks that it was multiple people. Oh shit! Hold on. Ava thinks that there were multiple culprits. Oh my god. Culprits in the crime.
だってそうでしょ?
It wasn't a 1v6, it was a 2v6 instead? Alright, let's take Ava's theory here. If it was a 2v6, you're telling me Genji and Cannon was able to do all of that? Okay, hold on. I don't think so. I don't think Cannon would help out here. I don't think Cannon would help in killing Shannon here. I just think that's so impossible. So it can't be Cannon. It can't be Cannon here. He's pretty young and agile, but he has no motive though. He literally has no motive. He's furniture. Unless he was ordered by Kinzo to do it. But even so, I feel like Cannon, he would stand up to Kinzo at that point to kill Shannon. I don't think it's Cannon, bro. It could be the two very closest to Kinzo are Genji, Nanjo, and these two people. Unless he was tricked or did it unknowingly? Maybe. But I can't imagine Nanjo doing it though. Nanjo? But that's how they get you though. With the little chubby old guy? Chubby old wholesome guy, and then all of a sudden he's just ripping out your liver? I don't know. It could be these two here. Nanjo and Genji. So far, right now, I'm thinking Ava is thinking that Genji is the main one. He is the doc? Maybe because he's a doc, he knows that if you bash their face in afterwards, it makes it harder to solve the crime, maybe? I don't know. Maybe I'm just throwing shit out there. Unless it's Kumasawa. Shrewd and more than competent and then win. You know what? Kumasawa could be killer too. I feel like Kumasawa might have a motive also. What if it was Beatrice? But I don't know. She's not real though. Not yet, at least. I don't know. We'll see.
食堂にいた兄さんたち4人を一度に襲って殺し、合計6人分の遺体をようようバラ庭園の向こうの倉庫まで運んで、悪趣味な化粧と落書きを施している。
What if someone poisoned the food? Because realistically here, 2v4 even with Rudolph and Kraus, you're not overpowering that. I'm sorry, you're not doing that. But if they were incapacitated, oh my god, what's that word? Incapacitated? Oh my gosh, dude, what's that word? if they were knocked out from the fucking food, bro, it was that darn mackerel. It probably could be. It probably could be. And incapacitated? I don't know how did I say that word, dude. I forgot how did I say that damn word, bro. Fuck, dude. Do you see how little sleep does to you? Anyways, but here we go. My theory is the servant. Hold on. Realistically, even in a 2v4, to overpower Kraus and Rudolph would take a lot of effort. Unless you poisoned their food or tea. Fuck, man. So that whole dinner section. Oh my gosh. Okay. I have to reorganize all of my notes here, and I might even go back and like watch the VODs and stuff. But I feel like the detailing of who ate what might be important here. It could be important. Did anyone not eat that day? No, they did eat. I remember what's his face? Battler raving about the food and stuff. And that Goda's extravagant meal, they didn't really like it all that much because the letter ruined their meal or some shit like that. So I'm gonna say unless you poison their food or tea. My guess, who was handling all the food? It was Goda and Kumasawa, right? That were handling the food? It was 100% Goda, and I think Kumasawa also handled it also. What about the first tea time? Dude, fuck, man. There's actually a lot of information I actually fucking missed here. Alright. A single culprit could carry all of this out on their own, right? It was impossible. It might have not been of a single person. It might have not been if a single person spent enough time on it, but that might have taken ages. I don't think first tea time really mattered because I think... No, the fucking timing though. The timing. So they must have had known about the letter first. Because if you put it on like a timeline, let's say servants knew about the letter, so they started prepping up their food and the tea. Someone added in poison, and then someone else had to give the letter to Maria. So that whole entire dinner was a setup. Maybe. Could be. Which probably doesn't think that a significant number of people have been part of it. Phew. I'm going to guess. Right now, Kumasawa. Right now, I'm gonna guess Kumasawa right now. Now that he is held captive by an unrelenting suspicion of others? Wait. One of the very few people that Kinzo trusts. Oh, Kinzo is being held captive. Okay, Kinzo is being held captive. Not him, not Ninja, okay, never mind. Would he help? Maybe he would be able to say what could work? Maybe? I just have a hard time picturing Genji doing all this, though. Definitely not canon.
ってことは、エヴァおばさんは使用人の人たちがみんなグルだろうって言ってんすか。
静かになさいな。憶測で言っちゃ悪いわ。
It is.
それにもし本当にそうだったらどうするつもり？
True.
彼らは私たちを生かして返さないでしょうね。しかも。 兄さんたち4人をやすやすと殺した相手なの。
True?
今この部屋に残っていてまともに戦えそうな人間はうちの家族の3人にせいぜいバトラ君で4人ってところ。
Yeah.
状況は昨晩と何も変わらない。
was last night.
つまり犯人にとって残る私たちを皆殺しに
And
するな
then
ん
they
て
could
簡
take
単
the
なことなのよ。
gold. I've been playing detective with Auntie Ava out of a desire to expose the person who had killed Dad and the rest before the police did. If I could manage to skillfully penetrate the culprit's identity, I wanted to stick the evidence in their face. I'd gotten it into my head that if I did that, the culprit would give up and surrender, just like in one of those detective movies. However, the culprit only surrenders there because they're in a situation where resisting would be futile. The culprits behind these incidents on the island were far from helpless, and might even be able to master all of the remaining people on the island. And on top of that, this island was like a giant locked room, cut off from the outside world by the typhoon. So they had the full day until tomorrow to kill, scheme, and cover up their handiwork. In short, we weren't in the kind of safe atmosphere where we could entertain ourselves by playing detective. On the contrary, we're at a stage where we had to be scared stiff. Since playing detective might displease the culprits and cause them to repeat another mass murder.
あくまでも可能性の問題よ。
It is a
でも
possibility.
私は使用人の人たちをまだ信用できない。
Damn, Ava.
それに私は使用人だけを疑ってるわけじゃないの。
Doesn't mean they're the only ones I suspect? Who else? Nanjo?
さらに黒幕がいるかもしれないと。
Oh, some mastermind behind all
黒
this.
幕？どうしてさ
Because of that letter.
勘よ。
Just a
使
feeling?
用人は書いて字のごとし。
Servant literally means.
誰かに使用されて手足となる存在よ。
Uh-huh.
殺されたのは後宮家の親族ばかり。ならその結果で利害が発生する人間が関わるのは当然。
Everyone was killed had some relation to the Shiromiya family, so it would be natural for someone with interest in that result to be involved. What? Oh, okay, sorry. The Shiromiya family were currently right in the middle of discussing how to distribute the inheritance if grandfather died. And this followed the formulaic plot used to death by many classic mystery novels. It would definitely be a crime by someone with ties to the Shiromiya family and who was entangled in the inheritance problem. What are we doing so far? I got distracted by IG Reels. Dude, we were theorizing. So my theory, very TLDR theory was that I'm thinking that it is physically impossible to carry out some sort of 2v4 in the dining hall. I just can't imagine these remaining people to overpower Kraus and Rudolph and even Kirie and Goda. I just can't imagine that. So what I'm thinking is that maybe the food or tea was poisoned. And I'm looking at Kumasawa right now. I'm looking at her. 1v6 theory. The 1v6 theory only applies if I was there. Her theory did have a few one-sided conclusions to it, but it was a run-of-the-mill idea that anyone would surely hit upon. I think anyone would have suspected the servants, even if their logic was different. Especially the talk revolving around the key to the shutter. That was enough to make it easy to suspect strongly that one of the servants was involved in the case.
だからなぜか気に入らねえんすよね。
気に入らないってなん？
あ、いやいや、こっちの話っす。
Wait, why doesn't he like it? What does he know? I dodged the question by joking, but I couldn't wipe out the sense of unease that felt inside me. Because the reasoning we had arrived at was altogether too simple. Reasoning that anyone could arrive at. See? I just couldn't accept that. If I tried flipping over the chessboard like I had learned from Kirie-san, that was exactly why it was impossible for the servants to be the culprits. If the servants really had been the culprits, they wouldn't have hidden the bodies in a place that was tied to themselves. See? How specifically poisoned those 6 though, and why those 6? The character profiles don't match with her if she did the... What do you mean the character profiles don't match with her if she did the poison trick? Because she was working with somebody else though. Because Ava's whole theory was that there was multiple culprits. It wasn't just one. And with the descriptions and stuff like that, we don't know who wrote that. I'm not saying that Kumasawa wrote those descriptions, but I'm saying that Kumasawa probably definitely helped out. You feel? Certainly not the Rose Garden storehouse of all places, whose key that themselves controlled. The police would probably immediately pursue whoever had begun control of the key. They can't even check for poison since they don't want to disturb the crime scene. True, bro. That would create a danger for exposure. Kumasawa helped out unearthly could also be a thing? Yeah, cause we don't know if it's one person that killed them, or 2 people that killed them, or 3 people that killed them. If we're under the guise that it was multiple people that helped out, Kumasawa helping poison the fucking tea and food makes sense to me, because she's not strong enough to kill them, or to slice them up, or to bash their fucking head in. You feel? Did they expect us to think that and so put them in the storehouse deliberately? No, that definitely didn't make any sense. When the police came and inspect the site, all kind of things will probably become clear. No matter how deeply the culprits were carrying out the murder, some kind of traces will definitely be found. So in summary, they have everything to lose and nothing to gain. If you think about it this way, look at the game from the culprit side. It feels like there's no point in advertising the location of the corpses. If the bodies were found, a report would be sent to the police. The remaining people would become more cautious. They could start looking for who was responsible. Anyway, none of those things would make the culprits feel any more comfortable. Just like the words of the main character's mothers in a novel I read recently called Higurashi no... Alright, dude. Alright, come on, man. Alright, bro. The main character's mother in a novel I read recently called Higurashi no Naku Koroni, bro. Come on, bro. You're telling me that I needed to read Higurashi just for this fucking niche-ass reference? Come on, man. Come on. Ryukishi, you are shameless, bro. You are shameless. A mystery story has 4 parts: introduction, development, turn, and conclusion. And so, to commit the perfect crime, it is essential to eliminate the introduction. Right now, no one knew where her grandfather was. We didn't know whether he had already become a victim or if he was one of the culprits. But this state of confusion had to be beneficial to whoever did this. By blatantly advertising the bodies to us and declaring, hey, there's a murder case going on, the culprit had absolutely nothing to gain. Right, that was where we could flip over the chessboard. So this blatant advertisement of the bodies was itself the culprit's goal. So it may well be that, to the culprit, having the 6 corpses be present there meant more than the deaths themselves. In other words, the culprit wanted to display these murders. To who? To us. It was a message. The culprit was trying to shove something in our face. I didn't know what that could be. At the current time, none of us could grasp anything from this vulgar mass murder except malice. Malice towards everyone, perhaps. Okay, so I'm gonna go and write down in this, where is it? Mysterious red blood marking. It looks like a crest. No. Battler had came to the conclusion that this marking was an advertisement. Oh fuck, wait. An advertisement. Show where the bodies were located. It's as if The culprits wanted the family to discover the bodies here. What kind of message are they trying to convey? I made myself a sandwich, it's okay, my mom made me the same exact sandwich, culinary masterpiece, what am I doing wrong? Well, sandwiches made by other people tend to taste better for some reason. Also, maybe, is she using mayo or like any sort of like lubricant, like oil or like whatever, because in my opinion, sandwiches taste its absolute best when it has some sort of like wetness to it. Jellied meats? Lubricant? Yeah, it's like lubricants. Yeah, they're called lubricants. Like mayo, oil, mustard, ketchup. Condiments. Same shit, dude. Each one of the survivors had some kind of connection to one of the 6 who had been killed. Uncle Krause's death brought sorrow to Jessica's family. The 2 deaths of Dad and Kitty's son brought sorrow to me. My auntie's Rosa's brought sorrow to Maria. Goda's death probably dealt a shock to his fellow servants. And Shannon Sean's death brought grief to George Aniki, who had proposed her, and to Kanekun, who had loved her like an older sister. Everyone now on this island had received an equal amount of sadness. Except for who? Notice the names he didn't say? Notice the names he didn't say, except for who? Nanjo and Kumasawa. But hold on. Hideyoshi and Ava are still alive. Why did Jessica feel grief? Why did Battler feel grief? Why did Maria feel grief? But why didn't George feel grief? Oh, wait, he felt grief from Shannon. But they didn't know! Remember, they didn't know that George proposed to Shannon! Hold on! Hold on! Servants! What if Ava ordered Kumasawa, bro? What if Ava used Kumasawa to help kill these people? I mean, Hideyoshi, he's got the manpower to be ripping people's faces off. I don't know here. Hold on, I feel like that's a low-key important, though. I feel like that's a low-key important. Let's see. Curb stomping body. I feel like the deaths in the Rose storehouse. Should I write it in this? Probably not. Character alibis? I don't think, no. Where should I write this at? Disappearance, storehouse key. Maybe theory. Or you know what? I'll just put it into the general notes for now. Since I don't know where it should go. I'm gonna say that's relation to characters. Wait, no. How do I word this? What did I miss since the Jessica and Shannon flashback? A lot of theory crafting, theorizing, lots of skepticism, and we're trying to kind of put the puzzles together right now. Hold on, some sort of connection here. That's connection. I'm gonna say that's connection to characters. And then I'm gonna write down Kraus to Jessica. Rudolph and Ava to Battler. Rosa to Maria. Goda to servants. Shannon to George. But I'm gonna say... But... Hold on. Wait. Shannon to George. The names that aren't... Oh, fuck. You're right. Kirie, my fault. Names that aren't listed here are Ava, Hideyoshi, Kumasawa, Nanjo, and Genji. Yo, hold on, bro. If... I'm gonna write... Why did everyone... But... I mean, Genji and Kumasawa are servants, but they all hated Gota, though! That's the thing, they all hated Gota! I don't know. Genji and Kumasawa are servants. Why did everyone feel some sort of grief? Besides, how do I word this properly? How do I word this? Names here are listed are Ava. I'ma write. Is Ava connected to the culprits? I'm gonna say, let's say she is. Wouldn't make sense. See ya, Rosalie. Have fun and enjoy your nap. I appreciate you. Good night. It would make sense that no one on their side has experienced grief except for when they found out George proposed to Shannon. Fuck, bro. Okay. Auntie Ava claimed that the servants were definitely in cahoots. But then how could you explain the deaths of Gota-san and Shannon-chan? Why Ava theorizing with you if she is linked with the culprits? Because that's exactly what you would do if you were the culprit. You know? Giving you plausible deniability. You see? You would get tricked, but I wouldn't. I'm joking, by the way. I'm joking. But by this argument, the grief caused by the 6 deaths hit everyone but Auntie Ava. See? You see? Oh my god! Put me in the writing booth! But by this argument, the grief caused by the 6 deaths hit everyone but Auntie Ava and Uncle Hideyoshi. You see? It was very possible to doubt Auntie Ava herself, who was acting like she was outside the net of suspicion, and who might have been trying to point that suspicion at the servants. In the first place, she had managed to avoid suspicion and place it on the servants with that argument about the key to the shutter. But if you looked at it from a perspective of motive about who would gain something from the murders, Auntie Ava's name floated to the top of the list. You see? Come on! I'm seeing it right now. Scar in the shore? Auntie knows what you're thinking, okay. But wouldn't that be too obvious? Of her being the culprit? Low key. The game is serving it to you on a platter? Yeah. Because the game starts off of showing you that it could be the servants, but now it could be Ava. But I think the whole point is that you shouldn't trust anyone. I think that is what the author is trying to really convey, is that you should not trust anyone right now. Let's see.
What?
Anyone die yet? No.
やだな。内緒にしててくださいよ。あんなことやこんなことで頭をいっぱいにしてたなんて。
私がこの殺人で一番得をする。
Dude, Ava's smart, bro. She is weirdly, very cunningly smart.
どうせ疑われるだろうから先に自己申告しておくわ。
I tried to dodge this conversation by joking around, but it looked like it hadn't worked.
遺産は兄弟の数で分割する。でも今や4兄弟は私一人。後宮家の全財産は全て私のものになるの。
Yup.
秀吉おじさんが聞いたら予算か言えばシャレにならんっていうところっすね。
ごめんね。どう取り繕ったってどうせ疑われるだろうからふざけただけよ。だからこの殺人は私の立場から見れば私を疑わせるためのものではないかと思ってるの。
Is that why she's trying to... No, I don't think that she's trying to pin it on the servants, but maybe that's why she's trying to suspect it is the servants, but I don't...
困ったことに昨べのアリバイは弱いわ。
Her alibi for last night is weak.
聞かせてもらってもいいっすか。
Alright, here we
昨
go.
べのことを。
Ava's alibi. Here we go. We do have a section for this. Okay. Hideyoshi doesn't really fucking have shit here. I'm gonna write Ava. You know what? I should probably make these into headings. Let's make these into headings. Ava.
バトラ君たちも知っている通り、兄弟が遺産をどう食いちぎり合うかという話し合いは深夜まで続いたわ。
Discussion into the night.
でも何時まで続いたかは知らない。
How late it lasted?
私と主人は朝が早かったからね。
She doesn't know how late it lasted? Doesn't know how late the convo, the family convo lasted. My husband and I had woken up early that morning.
もう眠くて24時を過ぎたあたりで抜けさせてもらったの。
Let ourselves out a little past midnight. That aligns with what Hideyoshi said. Left around little past midnight. Okay, that makes sense. Adds up so far.
そしてゲストハウスに戻って休んだわ。
We then returned to the guest house and rested there.
それを秀吉おじさん以外の誰かに証明できる。いやいや、
good fucking
別に
question.
エヴァおばさんを疑ってるわけじゃないっすよ。
Good fucking question, Battler. Could anyone other than Uncle Hideyoshi prove that? Fantastic.
あら、どうだか。
Hold on, let me write that down here. Went back to the guest house to rest with went to rest with Hideyoshi. Oh fuck.
証明になるかわからないけれど、ゲストハウスに戻ってきた時、源氏さんに出迎えを受けてタオルはいるかと聞かれたわ。
Genji-san and asked if we needed a towel.
だから私たちがゲストハウスに戻ってきた時間は24時過ぎだと証明してくれると思うわよ。
Her evidence was that Genji had greeted them and offered them a towel.
もっとも私の仮説通り使用人たちもグルなのだとしたらこんなのアリバイにならないけどね。
確かにそうっすね。ってことは俺今真犯人と推理ごっこをしてるってことになるんすか。
Dude, I'm so like uneasy right now.
でも私の名誉のために言わせてもらうけど、遺産目当てだったならこんな変な殺人はしないわよ。
For my honor's sake? If my goal was inheritance, I wouldn't commit this weird kind of murder. She states for her honor's sake. States for her honor's sake that she wouldn't have committed this weird murder. 2 T's.
だって遺産相続権を喪失させるだけならどんな死に方だって構わない。
The method of their deaths wouldn't have mattered. Is that true? The methods of their deaths wouldn't have mattered? I don't know about that.
むしろ事故死に見せかけた方がスマートでしょ。
On the contrary, I try to make their deaths look like an accident, wouldn't I? But, I don't know, to all 3 other siblings though? I don't know about that. All 3 other siblings. That would be way too of a coincidence.
使用人たちを抱き込んで周到に計画していたならなおさらそうするでしょうよ。
Ava can just kill Kraus to get the gold anyway. She's a second power just after Kraus. That is a good point. That is a good... Wait. Yeah, right? Yeah, she would inherit it. Because Natsui can't get it. I don't know. When is it good? W rage bait. Dude, honestly, bro, real shit. I know it's only episode 1 and we're on like what, chapter 11? But I'm having a blast right now. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having so much fun reading this. Like genuinely, this is really good. I've been enjoying this so much where like streaming is just, oh my gosh, dude, I fucking look forward to this every weekend. But that's just me though.
確かにそうっすね。
It's so good after the first 10 hours, real. Dude, even like the first like 10 hours, like it was entertaining enough even though it was slow. But looking back on the first 10 hours, like in my opinion, it really was worth it though. It really was worth it of just going through all of that slow slog and stuff. It paid off in my opinion. NT would be better, trust. Shut up.
営利で人を殺すなら、それは常に殺人に見せるべきではない。
If you're killing someone to make a profit, you definitely shouldn't make it look like a murder.
そういうことよ。
Alright, so I'm going to write Ava's counter argument here. I feel like that's important. Ava's counter argument. I feel like that's important now. So her argument is... How do I write this? Make the desk looking action on the contract, try to make the desk looking action. If I've been broken the server and kept playing everything out, there'd be even more reason to do that. You definitely want to make it look like a murder. So her counter argument is if she truly wanted her siblings, her siblings dead, she would have, oh my gosh, would have made their deaths look like an accident.
だからおばさんは今からとてもブルーな気持ちなわけ。警察には黒幕扱いされて散々調べられるでしょうね。
I'll be treated as the person behind this by the police and Hearts investigating.
やだやだ。
Auntie Ava shrugged with a bitter smile. Just like it was easy to think of the servants as suspicious, it was also very easy to think of Auntie Ava as suspicious. So if we flip over the chessboard, did that mean it was impossible for the culprit to be the easily doubtable Auntie Ava? It was impossible for the culprit to be the easily doubtable Auntie Ava. However, if that logic could pass so easily, then motive wouldn't count for anything. That can't be right. Knowing the motive could be a big clue towards knowing the culprit. Oh fuck, what the hell? That is why murders throughout history have tried to ensure their motive will not be found by skillfully complicating the incidents. But her motive, I feel like her only motive would be the inheritance. Every time I flip the chessboard, it keeps flipping from front to back and back to front. Were my thoughts closing in on the truth? Or Honestly, Ava didn't want to talk any more than that, so I headed to the window, folding my arms so that I could cool my head a little. As I looked over the parlor, I saw George, Anki, and the others gathered, talking. But the weird thing is, though, Shannon saw the gold butterfly. But then Kanan also saw it, but then he didn't die? But Shannon did? There's something weird. I don't know, bro. Did anyone really kill? What if there is a 19th person? What if there is some fucking witchcraft happening? I don't know. It looked like they were talking about the magic circle that had been painted onto the shutter. As Uncle Hideyoshi thought back to that time, he started drawing the shape in the margins of Mario's notebook. Mario's notebook! Is it Maria? Maria in her notebook. Who is updating the character profile? Is it Maria? As Uncle Hideyoshi thought back to that time, he started drawing the shape in the margins of Mario's notebook. Maria is second only to grandfather in knowledge of the occult, so she might understand what it meant. Mario is second only to grandfather in knowledge of the occult? No one else? What? Mario is second to Kenzo in knowledge of the occult. She got the death note. Okay.
多分こんな感じだったと思うで。十字架をアレンジしたみたいなマークが書かれとったんや。
But Battler has that same cross though.
そしてこんな感じで外周の円を取り囲むように妙な文字がびっしり書き込まれていて、十字架の上下左右の辺とその四隅にも何か書かれていたんや。
Oh my god, 2 hour mark. Oh my god, 2 hour mark. Pray.
アルファベットとかそういうのとちゃうで。
Pray.
あれはよく言う古代文字とかいうやつや。
Written in ancient characters here. It didn't look like the alphabet. It was written in ancient characters. Hold on, let's update the mysterious thing. The letters weren't in the alphabet. Oh fuck. It were ancient. Oh my gosh, ancient characters. You can only research occult stuff if either you're insane or you're a teenage girl joining the occult club at school. That sounds like Doki 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 a little bit.
あと円周部の頂点に
DDLC.
小さなマークがありましたな。
Also around the top of the circumference there was a small
小
mark.
さな丸を5つ十字状に並べ、それぞれを直線で結んだようなマークでした。
What? Where? Around the top of the circumference, there's a small mark. 5 small circles arranged in a plus sign and straight lines connecting them. What? At the top of the circumference. This? What's Nanjo seeing? I'm not seeing anything here. Am I tripping? I don't know, bro.
ああ、確かにそんなのも書いてあったで。
There's something like that drawn there.
図形的には間違いなくこれや。細かい文字はわからんが、配列はほぼ同じや。
Everyone was staring down on the shape, so I stared down at it too. From what I heard, this had been painted onto the shutter to the storehouse with some material that looked like blood. Unless he's talking about these lines here. 1, 2... Oh, wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4... No, that can't be it. don't know what lines he's talking about here. This sure is unsettling.
こんなわけのわかんねえもんを書きたがるのはじいさまだけだろ。まったくどこに行っちまったんだ。とっ捕まえて意味を聞き出してやりたいぜ。
Handled it, okay. Just because his voice contained impatience and anger, she hadn't gone so far as to say that grandfather was a culprit. But it looked as though she had thought the grandfather definitely knew the culprit's identity. Certainly, if you asked around for the link that bound the Oshiramiya family and the cult together, 10 out of 10 people would name grandfather. And to a person who knew nothing of the occult, this strange mark would have no meaning, which meant that this might have been something addressed to grandfather. As for the reason to advertise his crimes to show it off to the survivors, in that case, where had grandfather as the essential recipient of this message disappeared off to?
こんな図形に何か心当たりはあるかい?
Tamaria? Oh god. Mario looked at the shit with a serious face. Maybe she was enthusiastic since this was her area of expertise. However, her appearance was that of someone separated from the events at hand, as though this thing had been drawn on the shutter closed around her mother's corpse.
僕の第一印象ではどこか外国の十字章に似たデザインだなって思ったかな。
ああ、確かにこんなデザインや。ということはどこぞの国と何か関係があるんか?
That's his cousin, bro. It's okay. He's not that weird. Well, maybe. I don't know. She only does have that kind of design. Does that mean it has something to do with that foreign country? What foreign
その
country?
国の十字章はもともと聖地巡礼者を守るための
What?
修道士たちの紋章だったそうですな。
That cross symbol was originally a crest from a religious order of knights and was supposed to protect pilgrims traveling to sacred places. Alright, hold on. It was okay. Wait. I'm gonna write down background information here. So according to Nanjo, shut up. According to Nanjo, the cross originated from a religious order of knights. The cross originated from the order of knights. From the religious, I think it's a religious order of knights, and was supposed to protect pilgrims. And was supposed to protect pilgrims. Oh fuck, pilgrims from what? Traveling to sacred traveling to sacred places. I feel like, hold on, Natsui's charm. You think this charm has to do something with this cross, maybe? Maybe this charm came from that same order of knights, maybe. I don't know. It could be.
つまりこの魔法陣には宗教的な意味があるってことかよ。ますますにちんぷんかんぷんだぜ。
When I looked over at all of them, preparing to jump into the discussion, something shocked me. Oh my fuck! Mario was grinning, an eerie expression on her face that defied description. Dude, this is ridiculous. Look at this. Like, what? That's not normal, bro. Why is she smiling at that shit? She's fucking weird, man. She's weird, bro. She's weird, man. I sort of grinned almost like she was making fun of everyone's ignorance. It was an expression that I wouldn't ever have believed Mar to be capable of making. Nah. I'm taking a fucking piss break. Nah. I'm taking a piss break. I can't. That's fucking scary, bro. That is genuinely fucking creepy, man. That is so creepy. I'm putting on a fucking Ava thing. I got fucking jump scared. Dude, me too, bro. I'm taking a piss break. BRB. I can't.
Talked about it, right? He's been such an expert at measuring that space between the corner, establishing these throws now, wow, even delayed.
Damn, Yamaguchi's prepping them for that delayed tech, man. That's how you seeing that right there. You saw the last point right there, the delayed throw. Speaking of throws, that's enough. No, overhead, there it is.
Yamaguchi, that's Avon Barksdale right there. You see that corner control?
He's hanging around right underneath the timer in the UI, right? He is just making sure. Back-to-back throws, obviously, but majority of the time, he's just been in so much control.
I seen you guys. Y'all tabs is open, huh? I like that. Love you guys. Let's go. Go for the throw. Establish it early. There it is, the tick throw. Now, mind you, obviously that's negative, but who's going to mash buttons in that scenario, right?
Ooh. Extra plus hitter.
Yeah.
That's huge. Eats it out.
There we go. You have the slot machine. Get in there. Oh, that could have been a throw for more damage, but you know what? We just going to attack the drive gauge. Pump the guard on the offense. There it is. Stop touching me.
Oh, good, bruh. Burns him out. Immediate DI with the little bit of drive he had left. So calculated.
I thought there was going to be a third hit coming from Yamaguchi, but Punk barely staving off with that drive impact at the very end.
Feeling that he's knocking at the door, man. Pump the guard. Can he get into the zone? Same thing for Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi's looking excellent right now. Oh, like the string. Space him out.
Yeah, that was 4 lights, by the way. And it also checks the walk back. Oh, speaking of checking the walk backs, Yamaguchi got caught standing.
The little tick throw set up from Punk now. Wanted to bait something out. Didn't give it to him, though. That stay medium push expertly placed. Give me that drive.
He had to. I understand. I would have done it too.
Huge. Still got meter in his back pocket as well to defend himself while in burnout.
Oh, the buffers. There it is. Trust me.
Oh, that was a dive kick.
Absolutely.
There it is. Stand around, house. Okay.
Wow. He actually pressed it to get himself back that meter, and the drivers canceled it.
There was an opportunity for the kill, by the way.
Oh my, no flinching from Yamaguchi.
Here's this big button. Walk back stand fierce if he gets the chance. I think he's going to do it. Drop strong buffer. Oh, that could have been it right there.
Don't get hit with the block string. Get you.
Hey! He's buffering. No! Hard read on the fan, possibly, or a big button. Right stand fierce.
As soon as he got the drive meter back, he thought he was going to throw OD fan. 100%.
Hey. Looking for that counter hit, standing medium kick on the side of Yamaguchi. He's trying to get some big damage, establishing the throw early on. Stand fierce? No, not even. Sneak that with a throw. I see you.
See a little micro walk back as well from Punk, so aware.
And we get the side switch on top of that, but still the throw within range from Yamaguchi. Uppercut, you know. He's been doing a great job. And also check at the overhead.
My God, he has to tie this up, man, and keep some good momentum on the side of Punk the guard. This is looking a little shaky. Yamaguchi looking a little too comfortable. Back throw, he needed that.
100%.
All right, I'm back. Oh my gosh. You feeling good? Yeah. Thankfully, I'm not feeling all that weird right now. But knock on wood, though. Knock on wood. All right, let's keep going. Let me blow my nose, though, real quick. Hold on. All right. I'm scared as fuck. Dude, me too, man. Look at this. This is fucking creepy, bro. This is not normal, bro. This is not normal, man. Like, look. Hold on. Mario's fucking weird, bro. I'm gonna have a separate section for Mario here. Mario. When she saw the symbol, she grinned as if she grinned and started laughing. An eerie, jarring laugh. Even though I was looking at it right in front of my eyes, I really didn't want to accept it as real. Wait! Who? Fuck! No! Oh my gosh, that actually freaked me out. Holy fuck. Yo, my heart actually. Yo. Holy fuck. Bro, that actually scared the fuck out of me, bro. No bullshit, dude. No bullshit. That freaked me out so bad. She saw a figure, though, in her eyes, though. In her eyes, she saw a figure wearing a hat? Eric got scared by a little girl? Dude, are you dead ass right now? Look at this! Go back a few lines to see the CG? Yeah, sure, bro. Let's see the CG real quick here. So, there's nothing left here. Okay, and then it shifted. Okay, so her eyes started glowing green. I mean purple with a hat. Hold on. In her eyes, when it shifted purple, she saw a figure wearing a hat. Yeah. Alright. Alright, that's completely wrong, everyone. Yo, what is good with this fucking girl, man? Alright. And then she fucking loses her marbles. Dude, I'm scared of shit too, bro. I'm loses her marbles. Her eyes are bulging? Dude, actually. Yo, hold on. Somebody take a screenshot of this. Somebody take a screenshot of this and then put it in the Discord. Oh, is it in Discord? Is it actually? No way. Where is it? Oh, you're such a fucking asshole, bro. You're such a cunt. Alright, anyways. After a while, that laugh suddenly and abruptly cut off. But her expression was still like someone completely different from Maria. This is the 7th magic circle of the sun. She states that it is the 7th. Oh fuck. Magic circle. Dude, I can't even type anymore, bro, because I'm so scared. Fuck. I'm actually like, damn, that got me, bro. What a good OST. Suspicious scent. I'm going to assume that she might be possessed if it says suspicious scent. The characters are Hebrew. The characters are in Hebrew. Maria stole the writing materials from the stunned Hideyoshi's hand. It did, dude, that fucking got me bad. She then started drawing another magic circle effortlessly, right next to the one that Hideyoshi had drawn. Yo, what's good with her, man? It was this kind of shape, right? Yo, this is my new profile picture.
Maria, すごいな。さすが詳しいぜ。
Just gonna try to smooth things over by praising Maria. Maybe she wanted to make sure that this was still the Maria everyone knew so well. But Maria didn't give her any particular response. Maria started fluently writing unfamiliar characters in the corners of the shape. At this sight, the eyes of Uncle Hideyoshi and Dr. Nanjo instantly began to widen. Written on the forearms of the cross are the names of the angels who preside over air, fire, water, and earth. What? Written on the forearms of the cross. Okay. I'm going to say description now. I'm gonna say Inscription from Maria. Alright, so this is just background stuff that we're leading, but now we're getting to actual juicy stuff here. So, here we go. Am I right? Ring on the 4 crosses. I'm just... 4 arms of the crosses are the names of the angels. On the arms of the 4 crosses are the names of the angels that... Oh, who preside over... Who preside over air, water, earth, and fire? So like Avatar? Can you add text box to images on here? What do you mean text boxes to images? What do you mean? Okay, so Chanson, Errol, Talihad, and Flolak. So I'm gonna assume Chasen is air. But what do you mean by text box images? You're gonna have to send me a picture of that on Discord for example. Chasen, air. So I'm going to assuming air equals Chasan, fire equals Ariel, Talihad, right? Water is Talihad, right? And then earth is Forlock. Earth equals Forlock. Like sticky notes? Yeah, I can make certain notes pop up into like other places if that's what you mean. But I don't know what I would use the sticky notes for though. Like for example, I think... Where is it? In chapter 1, I definitely did it somewhere. Like here, for example, this. This is Kinzo's thing, but I have it sticky noted right here into this character info. I don't know if that's the same thing or not. I don't know. But anyways, let's go back to this blood cross marking here. 5 elements, 4 names? There's only 4. It's only air, fire, water, and air. And the 4 diagonal directions are the 4 great rulers. In the 4 diagonal directions of the crosses are the names of the 4 great rulers. I meant like labeling stuff directly on an image. Oh, like annotating? I can annotate. I would have to do it somewhere else though. I think I would have to do it on there's a way to annotate in this app. I just don't remember how. I think I need a plugin for that. But yeah, I can download that thingy though. The 4 diagonal directions of the cross of the 4 names of the 4 great rulers. Okay. Ariel, Seraph, Tharsis, and Cherub. Is that League of Legends names? Ariel, Seraph, Tharsis, and Cherub. You could like label each element to each cross or something. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I probably could do that actually. But I'm gonna just write this down for now though. Written on the arms of the 4 crosses. So this 4 crosses here are the names, and then in the diagonal parts here are the 4 rulers. Okay. Okay. Even if you are unable to correctly write what you have seen, you are again shown something identical. It is inevitable to state that the 2 are the same here. Asked by Mario whether they match, Uncle Hideyoshi and Dr. Nanjo nodded over and over again.
間違いない。 そうや。確かにこんな文字が書かれとった。なんでこんなん書けるんや。
あと演習部にも文字が書かれておりましたな。
Characters rent around the circumference. So this part right here. That part.
わかってるよ。
She knows.
こうでしょ。
Mario began jotting down Hebrew all over the circumference.
旧約聖書の詩編第116編の16節と17節だよ。
What? Okay. The characters on the circumference. Oh wait, I'm gonna say outside of the circumference are what? They're what? Are from the Old Testament's Book of Psalms. 116. Isn't that related to Black Ops 2 Zombies? Element 116? Element 117? Or is it Element 115? Pack-a-Punch? Dude, shut up, man. And 17. You must at least read the Bible. Acting as though knowing this was only common sense, Mario laughed. For a while, everyone, including me, was at a loss for words. After some moments, George Oniki returned to his senses and slowly managed to speak.
すごいね。驚いたよ。それで、この魔法陣にはどんな意味があるんだい？
太陽の力を借りる魔法陣だよ。
It's a magic circle to borrow the power of the sun? Magic circle is to... Oh, fuck. Is to borrow power of the sun?
黄金で描き、護符にして身につけたる者はいかなる牢獄であろうとも、束縛から逃れ、自由を得られる力を授けられる。
He who wears it as talisman drawn in gold shall receive the power to break free from the bonds of any prison and gain freedom. Does anyone have this symbol? I don't think so. I think the only person that has this, remotely even close, is Battler. He has this cross. Oh fuck. He has this cross right here. He's the only one with this cross here. But it's not in gold, it's in silver. So I don't know if that makes a difference. Yeah, I wish Doro could save me right now, if I'm being honest with you. Not seeing anything here. We gotta look at that mirror though, that Natsuki gave. Maybe they're related. I don't know. They could be related by chance. Okay. I'm gonna say... the person that wears it as a talisman in gold will receive power to break free from any prison and gain freedom. Is that in relation to the epitaph?
束縛から逃れ、自由を得られる。
Yeah, that's why Balayan chose with the
意
key.
味深
Maybe.
だぜ。
この束縛という意味は何も肉体的なものだけを指さないと解釈されている。
The word bonds is not limited in its interpretation to some kind of physical object. Wait, hold on. So that word bond to receive power to break from the bonds. Wait, hold on. It seems like that word bond is actually important here. Fuck. From the bonds of any prison. It's not limited in its interpretation to some kind of physical object. I see.
だから縛られて牢屋にいる人ばかりに意味があるわけじゃないよ。
Therefore, it does not only hold meaning for people locked up in an actual jail. What if this is in reference to Kinzo in his room? Because maybe his room is some sort of jail? Or maybe this whole entire island is a metaphor for some sort of jail. Or maybe it's just a mansion is a metaphor of some sort of jail. Or maybe it's in relation to Battler with his family. Him being stuck with his family, that could be also jail for him. And that's why he was able to leave. Ooh, I don't know. I'm just saying shit right now. Maybe the relationship between the furniture masters? Maybe. I don't know. But then if that's true, then how come no furniture has the cross then?
しがらみや逃れぬ運命など精神的な束縛からの解放も意味してるんだよ。
Refer to release from mental bonds such as ties of obligation and inescapable fate. I feel like that's important. Okay. So I'm gonna say, ties, yeah. I'm gonna say the word bond is not limited to the physical fuck, how do I spell that? Interpretation. It could also be used in the mental aspect in such of obligation and what is that? Inescapable fate. Where the people are in jail and the bond is their soul and their body and the circle is used to break this bond? I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure.
しがらみや逃れ得ぬ
Ties of obligation and inescapable fate, you said.
これまた意味深だな。
It's also pretty deep.
しかしさっぱりわからん。
Inescapable fate and obligation. Who has an obligation and inescapable fate? Out of all the people that we know right now and the information that we have right now, who has that? Is it Natsuhi? Or is it Jessica? I don't know. Breaking the curse? It could be Natsuhi. It could be related to Jessica and Natsuhi. It could. Kinzo? He doesn't have an obligation though. And his only fate is that he's gonna die eventually. But he doesn't have some sort of like obligation. Whereas like Natsuhi and Jessica, their obligation is to serve their fucking family. Natsuhi's fate was to be married into the fucking family, and then her obligation was to serve them. And then Jessica's obligation is to find a husband so that way he could be the next head of the household and such. Which anything, that's also her fate of just being a wife at that point. It could be those two.
それとあの6人の遺体と
Does this have to do with those 6 bodies? But that is true! What does that have to do with those 6 bodies though? Obligation and fate. Oh, maybe they're fucking struggles actually. Maybe they're financial struggles? Because every single one of them had financial struggles. He had struggles. Well, she didn't. She's just along for the ride and stuff. She also has struggles. What about Hideyoshi? He's struggling and he's fine. Yeah, but the thing is that right now the author is trying to point towards the servants and Ava. And if it's Ava, then that means Hideyoshi would be colluding with Ava because, you know, they're fucking. And then Goda and Shannon, bro. I can't explain these two. I just can't explain these two people. Cause they wouldn't even know that Shannon would be married to George.
束縛からの解放どころか殺された上に倉庫に閉じ込められてたんやで。
Anything happened after the jump scare? We're still getting more information and theorizing right now.
別にその6人のために魔法陣が描かれてるわけじゃないね。
It was not drawn for their sake.
魔法陣のために6人はそこにいるんでしょう。
The 6 of them were there for the sake of the magic circle. What? I'm gonna hold on. I'm gonna move this down here. She states that the bodies were not oh wait, that the magic circle was there for their sakes, for the dead bodies' sakes. The 6 dead people were there for the sake of the magic circle. So is this her? Is this her trying to say that that circle is some sort of form of like sacrifice? So does that confirm that they were used as a sacrifice? Is that how I'm low-key understanding it?
お気の毒だよ。
It's truly pitiful.
どういう意味だい？魔法陣のために6人がいるってのは一体。
Mario lifted up her index finger and wagged as if she was making fun of us. So like this?
それは演習部に書いてるよ。
That's written around the circumference.
読めないかな。詩編第116編16節と17節。
We gotta look this up here, Psalm. Hold on. Verse 16 and 17. Alright, let's see. Declares a servant's devotion to God for delivering them from bondage, promising a sacrifice of thanksgiving and public worship. Okay. So it is in relation to the epitaph and the sacrifice here. Let's see. So this is the verse here. This is the verse. I'm gonna just copy and paste this. Cause fuck it, we ball. New international version, I think that's fine. And then I'll do this. I think this would be easiest. I'm gonna how do I do this again? I forgot how to make it into a quote box. I think it was fuck. I forgot how to do this. Wait, hold on. Fuck. I want to make this into a quote box. Where is it? Test. If you want to make a quote box, use the greater sign. I see. Wait. Let's go back. Mysterious red thing. And then go back to this part. Oh, fuck. There we go. Come on. Alright. Dude, you know what? Sure, bro. Okay, why does that work? What? That makes no sense to me. What? That makes no sense to me. What? Whatever. We'll fucking fix it later. Who cares?
読んであげるよ。主は私の枷を解かれました。
What? The Lord has freed me from my chains.
私はあなたに感謝の生贄を捧げ、主の皆を呼ぶでしょう。
I will offer to you the sacrifice of thanksgiving and will call on the name of the Lord. It's not Thanksgiving yet, is it? No.
ねって何を言ってるのかさっぱりだぜ。
Why we're bringing up Jesus Christ? Cause there was a Bible verse on the cross See, you say I have no idea what you're saying. There are sacrifices, so yeah, it is in relation to the sacrifice. Okay. And that part that Mari had just read out loud was a vital part of the magic circle. Then it was saying that the benefit of this magic circle requires sacrifices to be offered in exchange. So inside the storehouse where the magic circle had been drawn, no sacrifices had been offered. It looked like everyone else had slowly arrived at the same conclusion. Some were shocked, others spat out they're insane as they punched their knees. This was starting to become a seriously disturbing story, and we couldn't accept it nor understand it. I don't care what kind of magic circles or curses other people believe in. That's their right, and I won't pick a fight with them. But they really did kill Dad and the rest as sacrifices for some bullshit like that? The epitaph, bro. The epitaph. Fuck, bro. Sure, dude, why not, man? Whatever, bro. I'm gonna say it seems like Maria has confirmed that the bodies were indeed sacrifices. Yeah. I just can't stand that feeling. I'd rather still be disgusted over all that talk around the inheritance. As I started getting pissed off with the feeling between anger and sadness, I broke from the circle everyone was in and returned once again to the window. Something had gone insane since yesterday. That letter from the witch Beatrice that Murray had read out loud at last night's dinner. I feel like ever since that point this whole mansion, this whole island, had begun to be drawn into some kind of peculiar world. That's right. When I think back on it, that letter was an invitation from the witch. The ruler of the nighttime island had invited us inhabitants of the day into another world. But the phone and the radio interrupted and the island shut off by the typhoon. We could now call another world cut off from the real one. Yes, on this island right now, it is perfectly normal for witches to send letters and for sacrifices to be offered to magic circles. So what will happen next? Will some weird people wearing goat masks start doing the Bond Festival dance or something? It's no good, I don't get it. The inside of my head's all screwed up and I don't even know what to think. Anger, sadness, the opposing emotions all swirled up together, and this sort of sucked me in. Unable to resist, I could do nothing but to cover my eyes with my hands and to trust my mind and body to do the spiral of swallowing me. I feel like this is low-key important. Whole mansion and this whole island has begun to be drawn into some kind of peculiar world. I'm gonna write that down. Dude, this is low-key schizophrenic a little bit. This is... oh man, I don't know, bro. So Battler is going through it. Yeah, he is. And he's thinking as if they have been transferred into a different world ever since they read Beatrice's letter. Alright, now what? As I started losing heart, I began to recall a distant memory. It was from when I was very young. I had unfortunately seen a scary occult movie on TV, and for a while I hadn't ever been able to go to the bathroom by myself. That old bastard gave an exaggerated laugh and said this.
なあ、バトラ。どうして悪魔だのオカルトだのってのをわざわざこうして映画にすると思う？
Why do you think they go to all the trouble to make movies like this about demons and the occult and such?
ねえからだよ。そんな滑稽なもんは地球のどこにもねえのさ。
It's because they don't exist. Something that ridiculous can't be found anywhere on the planet.
ねえからわざわざ見たくて作るんだよ。
Because they don't exist. People want to see them and go to a lot of effort making them.
だから俺はオカルト映画なんてちゃんちゃらおかしくて笑っちまうってんだ。俺に言わせりゃ悪魔やら妖怪やらより今年度の収支報告や機嫌を悪くした女房の方が1億倍も怖えってもんだぜ。
And angry wives are 100 million times scarier.
さらに言うぜ。 俺に言わせりゃな。
If you ask me.
怖がるってのは、心と生活にゆとりのある連中の娯楽的感情なのさ。
Being scared is an emotion for the entertainment of people who have too much time on their hands and too much empty space in their minds. Oh, he's cold.
暇でしょうがないから。連中は変わった感情で心を遊ばせたくて、悪魔だの、オカルトだのって文化を作り出したんだよ。
He's not talking about me, bro. Nuh-uh. Seriously, why have I been acting so damn thick-headed? Oh, it's totally taking it. I feel like that memory is important. So let's write that down here. Battler's occult movie memory. Let's have that here. I'm gonna just TLDR this. Battler. He had a flashback to when he was very young and he had seen a scary occult movie. He remembered Rudolph laughing and then sparking a conversation, asking why do people make these movies? Because they aren't real. Make these movies about the occult because they aren't real. Alright. That's a very TLDR though. Very TLDR. That's why it makes them laugh. They have so much free time they don't know what to do with it. So in order to play around with such unusual emotions, he states the people who makes these movies usually have a lot of free time on their hands. And have made movies about monsters and occults to play around with those unexplored emotions. Rudolph came back? Dude, shush. It's a flashback. To hell with that shit. This is the human world. Oh, Core. Brand new OST here. As if I give a crap about witches, demons, and magic circles and sacrifices. The human who killed Dad and everyone else is still on this island. That's all there is, right? Next to start speaking to my heart was Kiria-san. Yo, this OST sounds good.
終盤の終盤、詰めの最後の段階に入れば入るほど最善手は限られてくるのよ。
The deeper you proceed into the mating attack, the very last moment of the endgame, the more limited your best possible moves become.
だから自分が追い詰めている。
Therefore, in that very moment when you're backing someone against the wall, I feel like Kiria-san reminds me of Mia Fey so much. Like she is giving me so much Mia Fey vibes. And Maya, but more so Mia because Mia is dead. But in terms of like how she has like these fantastic intuition and detective skills and how she's still helping Battler out even though she's fucking dunzo and dead.
あるいは追い詰められているというその時。
Hey, whoa, what the fuck? What is this? Wait, hold on, give me a second, my mom's calling me. Wait. Oh, never mind. She just butt dialed me. Anyways.
両者の手は限りなく読みやすくなるのよ。
Someone's doing the same to you. Both players' moves become infinitely easier to read. I'm surprised we didn't lag. It is the brand new month. So I don't know. It is the brand new month. But I'm gonna keep going for now though, because I really want to test out the internet. Someone's doing the same to you. Both players' moves become infinitely easier to read.
つまり完全に追い詰められて打つ手なしって思ったその時こそ最も読みやすい瞬間なのよ。
In other words, when you are completely cornered and you think you have no moves left, this is the moment when it is easiest to read your opponent.
でも守勢に立った人間はどうしても考えが固くなって
Hi Nora, welcome back.
相手の手を読むことにまで考えが至らない。
When a person is forced into a defensive position, they can't help but to lose their ability to think clearly, so they forget to read their opponent's moves. When a person is forced into a defensive position, they can't help but to lose their ability to think clearly. That makes sense. That makes sense.
そういう時はね、
You strike.
チェス盤をひっくり返すの。
You flip over the chessboard. Did Eric scream? Yeah, I did scream. Really bad. It was a genuine jump scare. With all my strength, I slapped my face with both hands. Now my eyes were truly open. When you don't understand anything and you're completely cornered, just like how I am right now, isn't that the perfect time to flip over the chessboard? Oh, okay. Why are you happy with that? With us put on the defensive, we couldn't even guess at the culprit's scheme. If you flipped it over and looked at it the other way, just how far could you see? First off, at the time the murders were committed by the culprit, they knew that the island was cut off by the typhoon. So they should have understood that even if they carried out the murders, they wouldn't be able to get away until the next morning. In short, the culprit began without securing a way to escape. Furthermore, the bats tried to even toss the corpse into the storehouse while doing the courtesy of telling us they are here with that weird graffiti. In other words, since we would probably find the corpse sooner or later, they wanted to show us them. If we had been dim and hadn't noticed a storage shed, perhaps the culprit's goal would have not been achieved. If you think about it that way, this murdering maniac. Since this morning, he must have been watching over our every move with bated breath? After all, we hadn't been so kind as to discover what was on the storehouse. All of that hard work and preparation that they had done last night would have just gone poof. Oh, if we hadn't been so kind as to discover what was on the storehouse, all that hard work and preparation that they had. Okay. What the culprit wants to make us feel by showing us the corpses in the storehouse? All 6 of the bodies had their faces noticeably destroyed. A grudge? A warning? The defacement of the bodies had occurred after death, so it had been the means by which the culprit had murdered. It didn't mean anything to those who had been killed. It had meaning to those who discovered it. It didn't mean anything to those who had been killed. It had meaning to those who discovered it. The culprit wanted to show them to us. Look how brutally I killed them. After thinking this way, I really wanted to tell the asshole to stop taking me so lightly. Who would dance to that tune if I'm told please be scared? I'm not just gonna say, really? Sure thing. When someone tells the great Shuramiya battler, entrance this way, I'm the kind of guy who'll start wanting to sneak in through the window. The next thing that had me concerned was the attempt at a magic circle on the shutter. It was a genuine magic circle declared authentic by even Maria, who had demonstrated that her knowledge of the occult rivaled grandfather's. They must have drawn that thing in pitch black darkness while holding an umbrella in one hand. And it must have taken them a lot of time. That's a formidable amount of hard work and attention to detail. What purpose would have been worth all that effort? If something related to the occult happened in this mansion, most likely, we would all automatically suspect the involvement of grandfather. Did they want to make us think grandfather was involved? But if that was all they wanted, they could have just drawn any old scribble that looked like a magic circle. Yeah, but why this one specifically, though? It wasn't like any of us amateurs could tell the difference between genuine and fake. However, this magic circle was genuine, and furthermore, it had been written in Hebrew. This magic circle had a message that could only be understood by someone with knowledge of the occult. Messages are a form of communication. You send them in hope for a reaction from the other party. A reaction? That's what he said. For some reason we couldn't find grandfather now. Is that what he's talking about? Grandfather's reaction? I don't know how grandfather could have managed to see the magic circle on the shutter. But had he chosen to hide himself in reaction to that sign? No, was it a trap to make us suspect grandfather's involvement? We could read it either way. Grandfather's... Okay. What kind of reaction was the culprit hoping to get out of us by showing the imitation of the occult? Somehow that felt like the culprit's weak point. A section of Beatrice's letter that Mario had read out loud during last night's dinner sprang back into my mind. The part that said, I asked you to enjoy your battle of wits. Sounds like fun. This is a battle of wits between us and the witch. Which will be first? Us being swallowed up by your occult games? Or me revealing you for who you are? There's a whole day until the typhoon passes. Why not enjoy ourselves? He's low-key losing his shit right now, enjoying ourselves. He's low-key sick in the head, man. I finally noticed that the inside of the parlor had gone quiet again. Everyone had sunk onto their favorite sofas, some deep in thought. Hold on, let me just check my notes again. Let me just see. I feel like... Let me just double check here, because I might want to add some stuff. I'm gonna make a new section called... Killer's Motive? Oh fuck, motive. I'm gonna ask the questions. What was the point of drawing a genuine magic circle on the shutter? Was it to get a reaction? From who? Oh. If it was Kinzo, is Kinzo locked away hiding? Or is he doing something in response? I'm gonna have that for now. I feel like that's a very short TLDR here. Or is the magic circle some sort of misdirection to imply Kinzo's involvement? I don't know. Mari was once again enjoying the television as if she had never left it. It looked like she found the commercials more fun than the boring program, and she happily yelled, ooh, and giggled. I stared at each other's person's appearance in turn. If there isn't a 19th person, the culprit must be in this room. Oh my... Damn, even the cousins? Nanjo! Wait, what if... The cousins? I never even, thought about that. Right now, Aunt Natsu was searching the mansion with the servants, though, wasn't she? Out of all the cousins here... I mean, Maria is pretty suspicious, though. But George was outside at one point, and at one point George was alone outside. Would he have time to do that? But I thought he came back immediately and he played Uno with them though, unless it was just Battler and Jessica. Because Mario, she was sleeping, 100%. She was sleeping, it wasn't her. But could George have some sort of involvement? I don't know. But then why would Shannon die though? That doesn't make sense to me. Why would Shannon die? He just proposed to her. So why would Shannon die? Maybe he manipulated Shannon. But we would have saw that though, I feel like. Aunt Natsu was searching the mansion with the servants though, wasn't she? Then it shouldn't be in this room. In this mansion is what we should say. Maybe some weird kink? No, I don't think it's a weird fucking kink, bro. After all, there is also the possibility that Aunt Natsui was behind this, and that we still shouldn't deny that one of the servants could be the killer. Anyone could be the bad guy. Still, Aunt Natsui and the rest sure are slow. Of course, it's not a small mansion, but isn't this taking a little too long just to walk around, checking the windows and doors? Just as I thought that, Aunt Natsui and the rest returned. Not one of them were missing. That's good. But our relief was short-lived. Everyone looked at Aunt Natsui, shocked. What happened? What happened? The talk I'd had with Auntie Ava started to creep back into my mind. The possibility that the culprits had enough in numbers or weapons to kill all of those 6 at once. What the fuck? AirPod shoddy? What does that mean, bro? What does AirPod shoddy mean? Why would you spoil that? What? She's armed and ready. Wait, what is this though? What does AirPod shoddy mean? Why the fuck does she have a gun? She probably suspects someone. AirPod, yo, don't be saying shit like that though. Don't be spoiling, bro. Come on. I brought this to be prepared for the worst. Because that thing in Aunt Natsui's hand was a rifle. That's not a rifle, that's a shotgun, bro. At a glance, its silhouette looked a lot like a hunting gun. It's an Among Us meme? Dude, I don't know, bro. I don't consume Among Us. But it was unusually short and it looked kind of like a kid-sized gun. However, it had a thickness to it which revealed that this was definitely not some kid's toy. Kinzo's gun? Did you know about it? Fuck my biggest work life? Dude, that fucking sucks, man. But worth it though, you gotta get a niece's skin. Alright, hold on, bro. Father's old collection here. Hold on, Kinzo's old collection. I feel like that's not important. I feel like that's not important. I'm gonna say, Natsuhi pulled up with this shotgun that came from Kinzo's old collection. I feel like that's low-key important.
Sure.
I don't know, her trigger discipline here is not that good, bro. Not that good. Is she trained? Is she really trained? I don't know. I don't like that. She's got the finger on the trigger already. I'm not. It's real. You can fire live ammunition. Scare off wild birds? Umineko?
あら懐かしい。どこから出てきたんやら。私がいくら触らせてって言っても、指一本触れさせてくれなかったやつよ。じい様、こんなの持ってたんですか。知らなかったですよ。お父様は昔 西部劇にどっぷり使ってたことがあってね。
Addicted to westerns.
あの世代はこういうライフル銃が大好きなのよ。
That generation really liked this kind of rifle. He was addicted to westerns, and the generation liked this kind of rifle.
結構年季の入った銃のようですね。
Some sort of history to it.
でもこんな短い仕様のは初めて見ました。
It's like a sawed-off shotgun.
ああ、思い出したわ、その銃。懐かしいな。昔好きやった映画のガンマンが派手にぶっ放しとったやつだわ。
That's the one the gunman goes firing off when in the old movie I used to love? Are we in a movie set right now? Is this a prank? What if it's all prank? I don't know. I feel like this is important information here. I'm gonna make this into an actual category then. Kinzo's old shotgun. I mean, old collection. Oh, fuck. There we go. Wait, what? Oh, you silly baka, bro. It's in bold, that's why. Hitoshi's way too jolly right now? I don't know. He's fucking acting weird. Natsui pulled out a Western-looking shotgun from Kinzo's collection. Hideyoshi points out that's the same gun used in the old movie he liked. The old movie he liked.
お父さんも渋いな。
親方様がだいぶ昔にアメリカより特別にお取り寄せになられたものです。ご覧の通り実銃ですので、どうか
It's a real gun.
ご内密にお願いいたします。
手に入れられたばかりの頃は大層気に入られておりまして、撃つより薬莢を出す動作が面白いらしくて、裏の森でいろいろとかっこつけて遊んでおられたもんですよ。
The workings that ejected the cartridges were more interesting to him. What? The workings that ejected the cartridges were more more interesting than the actual shooting itself with Kinzo. Oh fuck, with Kinzo. He played with it back in the forest all the time? With it in the back all the time. Why would he play with that shit? I don't know why he was LARPing by himself, but
そんなものまで持ち出しちゃうのかしら。万が一に備えてです。
preparing for the
賊はお
worst.
そらく一人ではないでしょう。
There's probably more than one of
しか
them.
も主人たちを6人も殺した恐ろしい相手です。
Yo, my girl Natsui, bro.
私には
She
主人
stays
に代わっ
ready.
て皆さんを明日まで守る義務がありますので。
Responsibility. As Natsui said this, she slumped down into one of the sofas and took a deep breath. As well as checking the doors and windows, she had also been trying to find grandfather. Since grandfather was not with her, apparently his whereabouts were still unknown.
屋敷内の戸締まりは厳重に確認してきました。ですが万が一ということもあります。みんななるべく。そうね。
I think it would be best if we all remained here.
ここに全員が集まって相互監視をしている方が安心だわ。
Good idea.
それはどういう意味ですか、エヴァさん。別に夏日姉さんの意見に賛成しただけよ。
Natsui, you have a gun and you have the opportunity to do the funniest thing in the world right now. About who stood to gain the most from the inheritance problem standpoint, Auntie Ava was the most obvious answer. However, there is no proof that Aunt Natsui was innocent. Now, if you view Beach's letter as grandfather's elaborate prank, and think of this incident as just an extension of that, there is more than enough evidence to doubt even grandfather. Aunt Natsui thought that the criminal was on the outside, but Auntie Ava thought the criminal was on the inside. In short, it was a question of whether or not a 19th person exists. It was the doubt that had been repeated endlessly since last night's dinner, with the letter from the witch who called herself Beatrice. So was the culprit among us or not? And did the witch Beatrice exist or not? If you assume that something as stupid as a witch couldn't exist, it was the same as saying that one of these relatives here who shared a common bloodline was the culprit. Yup, that's pretty much what we came down to. If there's no witch, then one of the relatives are the culprit. Yup. If you didn't like that, it would be much more comfortable to simply accept the fairy tale about the witch. Did a witch do it? Draw that weird magic circle and sacrifice those people? If I could only accept that rubbish, I would be able to completely trust everyone in this room. However, damn common sense got in the way. They kept repeating that witches don't exist. In that case, the culprit was among us. In the middle of the seemingly endless rain, none of us could break our silence. Here is my suspect. Who am I suspecting here? I'm suspecting accomplices. Kumasawa, Nanjo, and I'm going George here. I don't remember if George really went back ASAP no Rocky, because at some point he was outside. That's what I'm thinking. What would he do though? I have no fucking idea. But the fact that he was outside at one point by himself is sketchy. It is weird and it is sketchy. So I'm gonna guess Kumasawa, Nanjo, and George. Shannon was out too? No, she went to the mansion ASAP though. She was in there immediately. You can't fool me, bro. I just can't imagine Kanan having a motive though. I mean, Genji? I don't know, man. She seems sus, he seems sus, and this whole family, bro. Ava, Hideyoshi, and George just seems so sus. I don't know, man. Anyways. That actually scared me. Maria? I don't think Maria made the murders happen, though. Because she was sleeping. Brand new chapter, though. Brand new chapter. Lock in. Let me save, though. Huh? Nani? Let's save. Hey, so far, so good, honestly. So far, so good. No lag at all. I'm actually pretty happy about that. I think that this is actually a pretty good place to just end things off here. Chapter 12, Occult. I think I'm just call it a night. Not bad, bro. Not bad. Oh, I need to get food. Fuck. I have to make food. I'm gonna make some more chicken. I'm thinking, I don't know actually. Should I keep going? Nah, I think I'm gonna just end it today, and then tomorrow, I think I'm gonna try to do a longer stream tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's the plan. I think today, I'm gonna just catch up on my stuff. I'm gonna do that, and then tomorrow, I'm gonna do a longer stream. Hopefully. And then if it fucks up tomorrow, then I'll do something on a Tuesday. I think that's the plan. Not bad, not bad at all. Not bad. Pretty good chapter. Pretty good chapter. Oh, fuck! Stream was smooth sailing? Yeah, thank goodness. I also did reset my router and modem right before streaming also, so I might have to do that every stream, just in case as like a preventative measure. But that was cool. I think I'm gonna update in the theory section though. Where's my theory section? That I am suspecting. Wait, I suspect George Kumasawa and Nanjo. You haven't posted in notes in a while? Well, look at this! Look at this, dude. This is fucking massive. How do I post all of this? I could probably, I don't know. But anyways, I will revamp this and I will reorganize this tonight, though. Just because if I don't do this on like a weekly basis, this will get very, very messy. Because look, it's already getting kind of insane already, so... what I am going to do is I'm going to go back to day one and I'm going to make a bunch of new sections because I think my one mistake with day one was not making enough categories because finding specific things is kind of difficult, and whereas day two is actually a lot easier to find, for me at least. So, yeah. I think that's going to be my main thing that I do here. It's just reorganizing and making brand new categories and just making sure all the information are in the correct orders, because the information, they're a little bit scattered. So, yeah. Anyways. I'm gonna take a fat fucking devious fucking shit, dude. Blood Moon? Where is my fucking thingy, bro? Where is Base God at? Anyways. Oh my god, I got a shit so bad. It's Loki coming out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. That was cool. That was mad chill. That was fun. I really enjoyed the actual mystery part of this novel now. We finally are getting to the mystery aspect. So we got the murder part yesterday, and we got the mystery part today. So that was cool. That was fun. I am enjoying this. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this too, because I am loving this so far. What is this melody? This is our outro. It's always this outro, Anna. But hopefully you guys are liking this, because I'm enjoying this. I know you guys meme and stuff, but really, I hope you guys are being entertained by Umineko. Take care, enjoy yourself, stay safe, hydrate, and eat food if you're able to. I'm gonna go piss. I've been holding in for 30 minutes now. I'm gonna go shit too. See ya. Not gonna looking at this, his head is massive compared to his body. It's because he's like 5'1", I think, or like 5'2". See ya. Thanks, Orphine. I appreciate you, bro. Good night. Goodbye.
And hope I have a good life. RP to your dead family. I love you, Base World, for life. And I want you to have a good night, and I want you to have a good day.